can hear the whispers in my sleep, the voices telling me this should be mine. You claim you trust me. You think I don't see the doubt behind your eyes. I'm gonna build me an empire, and it's lonely at the top, but madness and greatness can both share a face, and nobody will ever convince me to stop. It's my destiny. I was born to play this game, so fear me or love me, it's all the same. Try to find a chain that I won't break, a price I wouldn't pay for what I want. So you can call me calculating, you can call me calculating. You can say I've lost my mind, you can say I've lost my mind. You can throw me to the wolves, I'll be alright. I'm gonna build me an empire, and it's lonely at the top, but madness and greatness can both share a face, and nobody will ever convince me to stop. It's my destiny. I was born to play this game, so fear me or love me, it's all the same. Just one word, I'll let the world burn. Just one word, I'll let the world burn. I'm gonna build me an empire, and it's lonely at the top, but madness and greatness can both share a face, and nobody will ever convince me to stop. It's my destiny. I was born to play this game, so fear me or love me, it's all the same. So fear me or love me, it's all the same.
lust for eternal affairs seem to raise our spirits in great despair. Through the ashes of oblivion, quick and unseen like the dragon's offspring, for we owe no debts and bow to no king. Every war has its cost and we've paid, won by the bond of the body we've made. Born with the call that the battle starts now. As the demons listen, we strike them down, fighting back the rifts of blood. Sent from the sky like an angel in need, give them news to strengthen and words to heed. Heaven's down and set alight, we're knocking on the gates of hell tonight. Broken swords and dragons' bones scattered all the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the road our heels down, shattered tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne, so we sing a traveler's song. Play out a spell in your sequence of chords to inspire and sharpen our rusted swords, echoing the whisper of the trees. Creep on the path where 1,000 bards fail, from the thick Western jungle trails. Come from afar to set prisoners free, into dark tangled depths from the open sea. Swords and dragons' bones scattered all the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the road our heels down, shattered tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne, so we sing a traveler's song. Chances don't come cheap, so keep alert and on your feet. An ancient spirit song will heal our wounds, unabashed by our defeat. Spot the bloodstains on these cobble streets, a message to the gods to see us through. Ever heard, get really sung, so raise your voice and praise the sun. A new rebirth to keep us strong. Countless souls along the path, lost to fiends and loads of wrath, will return to play our final song. Dragons' bones scattered all the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the road our heels down, shattered tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne, so we sing a traveler's song.
Norna, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Realm Weavers. I apologize for the very, very long wait. It's been a very, very long time. But, yeah, we're here. We're here. We're back. We're here again.
Exist.
Alright, so, yeah. We're back. It's been a crazy few months. There's a lot that's happened. A lot of drama, a lot of, stuff going on in people's lives. And then, of course, holiday stuff. So, yeah, it's going to happen. You know a little bit of the drama if you watched the last session, but yeah. There's just been a lot happening, and we're going to have, it's going to be a bit crazy, a bit busy, moving into the future. We've got another session that we're going to be trying to do on the 28th. And then after that, it's kind of up in the air right now, because January is a little bit interesting topic. We'll be discussing that a little bit more before we make any announcements as to what we're going to do. So you should hear about it by next week, by next session. Oh, hold on a second. Hey, look! So apparently someone made a comment. Patrick says hello, even though he doesn't see it. Hi, Patrick. How are you doing?
Hello, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
You got all the people interested, buddy. Alright, so I do have an announcement for those watching. We do have 2 players who are interested in joining the campaign. So we're probably going to be seeing a few more people get added. If everything goes well, one of the players will be joining our next session. And then the second player will be joining sometime late January, possibly early February. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. We might have to push the info cards out of the screen to make room for the new player, but I don't mind that. More players is more fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll make us like a sliding bar at the very bottom, kind of like the news stations. I'll figure it out. All right, so last we left off, essentially the party had delved into mines to investigate to see if they could find anything, and your group came across a couple of interesting things. You saw some, you saw a few tracks. You saw some tracks going into the wall, and you were able to figure that out. And then at the very bottom, you saw burning incense, which was almost finished up. And the last thing you were discussing before we had to end promptly was the possibility of staying and waiting to see if anyone comes down. Or up.
Thought we were going to decide to wait until the incense burned out, and then if nobody came, we'd go to the mansion. But that was just my understanding. So we're going to try and ambush people if they were going to relight the incense.
Well, are they almost out?
They are almost out, yes.
Okay, then I guess there's no harm in waiting a little bit.
Grimshaw? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, man.
I don't think he's saying anything. Oh, now I see he's saying something.
Yeah.
His sound is off.
Reconnect.
There it is.
Because for some reason,
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Streamlabs doesn't like me. I'm pretty sure it's just every time I have to reset my microphone.
Nice. Ah, that was a lot. Alright, so Grimshaw, Lord Sandtroxel saying to wait a little bit after the incense finishes burning and then leave, so.
Yes, I'm full well aware. I can hear you. You just couldn't hear me.
I wanted to hear what you wanted to do. Just to make sure I hear everyone's thoughts.
We're good.
Okay, sweet.
Hang on. You want to hear my thoughts? It's just wild, incoherent screaming.
Ah.
Oh lord. Alrighty. In that case, let me do this real quick. There we go. There it is. Alright. You guys do not hear nor see anything happen. Time passes, the incense burns. Time passes. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, may as well get out of here at this point. There's no...
I don't know whether it's worth another look at the
Can I take another look at the wall real quick?
secret door.
Yes, you can.
I think Grimshaw, if you ran at it hard with your hammer out, I think you might go right through it.
Hey, well, don't forget you already tried that.
Oh,
We
is
did
that
already.
right?
We did already try.
And again,
Simple.
don't think you can cheat the system. That's not how disbelief works.
I just want to.
Well, before anything, Grimshaw, especially since you're the one who decided to take initiative on that, when you guys pause at the level, you notice two things. The first one is you see a new set of tracks heading towards the elevator. And the second thing, you're really good with rocks. So you notice when there's been a little bit of movement on the dirt and the pebbles on the walls of the shaft going upward. Someone climbed the surface instead of using the elevator.
And we didn't hear anything.
Nope. Oh, there went Tom.
The lizard man.
I think it's a connection. Like he's on a cruise, so.
He do be
Yeah. Sounds like
So-
he's in a meeting room of some sort, so it's probably busy in there too.
Yeah, he said that the room he usually uses he couldn't use this time because he's already played D&D twice on the cruise, so they're not letting him use it anymore.
You played D&D twice on their cruise already.
Mhm.
That's fantastic.
Oh man.
I want to go on a D&D cruise.
I think what he meant by that was playing with
That
other
sounds
groups
fun.
online, but
I do not. Listen, man. D&D cruise sounds great.
oh, it really does. It does sound like an awesome
Yeah.
concept. But for now, back to this.
So I noticed that there's somebody climbing up the wall.
No, not that there's someone climbing. There's someone who already climbed up the wall.
Yes,
Yeah.
they climbed up the wall.
Yes.
Can I discern? I mean, we're probably up at top. So they're clearly coming from downstairs. Does it smell like they relit the shit? The
Welcome back, Tom.
incense?
Oh, I didn't know whether that was you or me.
I didn't kick you. I'm not gonna kick you, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You, if you're talking about the incense below, then no, he did not go down and relight it. He did not go down at all. He just went straight up.
Interessante. Now, by that door, by the footprints going through the area, can I see any scratch marks as if a door opened?
You do not see any scratch marks. You do see that the new tracks are coming from that area, but you do not see any scratch marks.
I heartily disbelieve that they could simply walk through the wall.
I want you to roll me a d20.
I am going to roll a d20.
With advantage, by the way.
So I roll 2 d20s now?
Yes.
Fantastic. 17.
There you go. So you're looking at the tracks. You're looking at the what do you call it? The marks on the walls, and when you look back towards wherever they're coming from, you see there is no door. There is no nothing. There is an open passageway.
Phenomenal. We go this way.
They have no idea what you're pointing at.
I walk right through where I see the passage. Just straight up.
Both of you roll with advantage now.
Alright. We're rolling a d20, right?
Yep. Roll with advantage with a +4.
Because you just watch Grimshaw walk through a wall.
This is intelligence,
well-
I trust.
Let's see here.
Oh, 23.
Yeah, you succeed.
+4, so that'll be 14.
All right, good. Honestly, anything below, anything 5 and above would have worked. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
We just rolled really bad last time.
Yeah, honestly.
So,
I think we all rolled like below 3.
Tone shift.
so what do we see?
Give me a second. Let me pull it up.
Nothing. Just pitch black.
Well, I can get our. I thought I had my
Whatever it is, it looks kind of
continual
great.
light stone out.
Let me reorganize this real quick.
Do that be having a time limit, that continual light, or is that just like a permanent thing?
Permanent.
Continual light is permanent.
Fantastic.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't move from whatever it was cast on.
But you can pick it up and like if
Correct.
you have a. All right, that's nice. That's nice.
It's actually overpowered. They got rid of the permanency on it in the next set of rules, but we're playing this set of rules.
Yeah, I don't like the next. Like you have the light spell, and then you have continual light. So continual light's like a higher tier spell.
Right, second level.
Yeah.
But the first
like
level spell you can't
it's
use because it's unimportant relative to the other first level spells.
In fairness, continual light just makes endless amounts of glow sticks to test how deep something is.
True.
Okay, 1 second. I
What do
forgot
we
to
see?
put. 1 second. I'm almost there.
Yeah, it is dark. Continue darkness until someone pulls out their continual light stone and illuminates the area.
I'm working on it, guys. Give me a second.
You're fine.
Riveting game.
I'm surprised, Christian, that you would let us find the lesser treasure room so easily.
Is that what you think this is? Let's see here.
There's somebody writing spoilers in the comments.
Come on, Hayden. I love that song, by the way.
It is a fantastic song.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm almost done.
I'm honestly more party with Johnny Ripe, though. He was not expecting us to actually pass going through the dark, stormy tunnel.
Well, no, it's the thing is, like, I try to prepare for everything, and then there's always that one thing that I missed in preparations.
This, I mean, we were here. I don't know how we missed.
No. I was preparing this area, and there's one thing in this I missed.
Oh,
So yeah.
It's always that way. That's called the DM improvised time. Because I like to call it the throw of the beholder in it, and just hope that the people don't go that way.
No beholder. Okay, so how are you guys approaching?
Carefully.
Okay.
Grimshaw leading. I'm
Clearly.
in the back holding my continual light stone. Lorsand can be wherever he wants to be.
I mean,
See,
there's
I'll-
only one. I was gonna say there's only like one place that Lorsand could be technically if you're in the back and I'm in the front.
Yeah.
I mean, Sealdre's with us and little half elf girl thing. is with us.
Yeah. Cieldre is currently, like, drawing her longbow and getting that ready. She's not gonna...
I have to unsheath my hammer? I thought it was always in my hands. Kind of like walking stick-esque.
I was never talking about you, I was talking about her. Lyrian is going to hang back at the entrance of the tunnel.
Oh, that's good.
Kind of gonna have to come back sometime.
Alright, so...
Run in if somebody's coming back.
Tunnel tunnel's about, like, I want to say about, like, 15 feet in length, kind of curving a little bit. As you start going through it, you're about halfway and you see you start seeing the exit point, which leads into another cavern. Not cavern, but like a dugout room.
And we don't see any life forms.
No, you do.
I was gonna say, does infravision give me any insight to the life forms
Yeah.
up ahead?
How far are you looking? Are you peeking around, or are you, like, starting to advance?
I mean, I'm gonna first start to peek around, then if I don't see anything right away, I'm going to just advance in. Slowly.
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, I have to be intelligent today?
Do we all roll intelligence?
Whoever is peeking, the more of you who are peeking, the bigger the chance it is to get caught.
I mean, I got an
Well,
18. I got an 18.
Well,
Alright, so Grimshaw, what you see is the following. Once I get to the area. You see essentially a figure kind of like pacing back and forth. You catch a glimpse of another figure kind of, what do you call it, leaning against the wall. And then you think you might see someone who might be tied up. You don't know.
So there's two people with a potentiality for a hostage situation. And all I can think of is, why do I care about that hostage?
pretty sure we don't
remember.
recognize them.
Did we hear about somebody missing in the village
We did not.
or not?
Oh, wait, hold on. I think we did.
Lorson, your camera's been fuzzy.
Yeah, it's trying to fix it. It's not cooperating.
Also, you won't be able to tell what they look like by heat vision alone. Yeah, by infravision alone. Luckily, luckily the room is lit by lanterns. So
there is one woman whose husband died. Her son is missing. Johnny went hunting for food in the nearby woods.
Is it Johnny Rife?
Yeah. Okay, good job to you.
Good job for remembering. I would have never. I also probably would have
I
never
knew
saved.
there was something, I just didn't remember what it was. And then the other point was is that were any of the miners still in the mine, or did all the miners come back?
I don't think the miners were even here. I think this was supposed to be an abandoned mine.
it was abandoned recently because things were getting dangerous. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got. I mean, 2 people shouldn't be that hard to take care of.
Not at all.
so how are you gonna approach it?
So we going in?
We're gonna go
Lead
in,
on.
but hang on. Do we want to try and make this quick, clean, with no one getting injured, or do we want to make it with as many people getting injured?
We want to. My default on this situation is to view the hostage holders as somebody that we want to take out as quickly as possible.
Well, we need one person alive so we can question them.
Okay.
Hey, CLJ, you can pin the one guy to the wall with one of your arrows.
She asks you where he is because again she can't see what you see. When she moves in, they're gonna spot you.
All right. Can I give a good point of where it is, or like can I point her in the right direction of taking the shot?
Yeah, you can give her a general idea of which one you want.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just kind of aim her towards the one that's leaning against the wall.
Okay.
Let's see if she can get that pinning shot while I rush in.
So you charge. So you charge and she shoots.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any? Do you guys want to take? Does anyone else want to take time to prepare before you guys move in?
No, I'm tending to cast a spell, but I'll do that one on my initiative.
All right. Lorsan, is there? Do you have any strategies you want to think of, or?
Trying to think. I guess I'll just take out my falchion sword.
We're going right for that one guy that's standing behind the guy who's tied up, not the guy
Yeah.
leaning on the wall.
Yep.
Unless you want to get onto the guy who's on the wall and grapple him down.
Well, he's already pinned to the wall, right?
Not yet, but
Not yet.
it might be a pinning shot. But if it's not, it's good to have a backup plan.
Okay, then yeah, if Sailjoy doesn't manage to pin him to the wall, then I'll just rush in and grab him because I can run pretty fast. So.
You can run faster than me. That's why I'm going to the closer guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because we have Sheldray with us, we're at disadvantage for our melee attacks. Is it ranged weapon attack? Is that correct?
What are you talking about?
Because it's Cieldra's fun little.
Sheldray, the one that is.
Yeah,
cursed?
yeah. So anyone who's doing physical actions will have disadvantage at whatever they're doing. Well, she has advantage against whatever she's doing. And to clarify, Grimshaw, you're going after the one who's pacing. She's going after the one who's leaning against the wall, right?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Let us go.
We are going once I set the music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Doo-doo-doo.
Well, she hit him. She hit him all right.
Oh.
Let me pull up everyone's information on another thing so I have everything together.
Overt bloody violence.
There we go.
People watching.
Yeah, we actually have some viewers.
I'm one of them.
One of them is me.
We have a viewer. Oh no, it's back to 2 viewers. No. Well, we had someone.
We had someone for a while. I think that was Pandora.
Thank you, Pandora, for the view. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get all the information onto one page. So I don't have to scroll the hell on back. Okay. There. That's better. All right, now that that's done, roll damage. 5 points. So she dealt 5 points of damage at the guy leaning against the wall. Now roll surprise.
Surprise round.
Is that a D6?
I'm
No,
sorry for us.
It's actually going to be a D10 this time. You're rolling against them.
Oh. I rolled a 10.
7.
Whether it's good or bad.
I got a 4.
Alright, so they're not surprised. So, moving on.
Fantastic.
Alright, now we roll initiative. That'll be a D6.
Oh,
2.
1.
Got a 5.
Alright, you guys go first.
Okay, cool.
So initiative, we want early numbers as opposed to bigger numbers. You want
No, initiative
ones
you
and
want
twos.
bigger numbers.
But because Tia rolled a 5, we won.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
Got it. So it's for the group as opposed
Yeah.
to individuals.
So, who's going first?
I will.
Group, oh,
I mean, that's only
okay.
fair. Tia didn't roll the best out of all of us.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you run into the chamber, right?
Yeah, I'm going to try and grapple the guy who's...
Wait, before you do.
Says right hit.
Three things to note. First one. General description of this room is the initial vibe you get is, hey, this is where people come to rest. There's a couple sleeping bags here and there, that kind of thing. There's a chair or two. Second thing you note. There is 2 passageways that go from this one. Third thing you note. There are zombies around this chamber that have been out of sight and waiting to ambush you.
Why we didn't see them here.
Okay.
And as soon as Lorsan charges forward, the guy who's pacing back and forth, who appears to be wearing gambeson, looks at you, draws his rapier, and cries out, "They're here!" While another person off to the side, a woman, so to give you an idea of what's in the room, the one that's tied up looks like it's a halfling. They look like they're dressed in commoner clothes. The guy leaning against the wall, he's kind of like, he's wearing gambeson as well, and as well as a cloak around him. And then there's another woman off to the side, who's wearing a black cloak and clothes underneath there, who gives the order for the zombies to start charging.
The woman is the one who gives the order for the zombies?
Yeah, she gave the order. She said, "Now!" And they started rushing forward. So now
Okay,
you're in the middle of the room. So now you're,
Maybe I should take her out first.
Well, just remember, you're in the middle of the room now. Right, you're almost in front of the guy with the rapier. The guy with the half-orc is drawing out what looks to be a hold on, let me find it. He is drawing out a longsword, and then the female is not drawing anything just yet, but the zombies are surging in, so you're gonna essentially get cut off before you can get to her.
How many zombies is it?
1 second.
The zombie should go down like a house of cards. I'm not gonna lie.
Scroll up. There we go. There are 7 of them in total.
7 zombies and 3 people.
Okay.
They've been preparing for us.
I'm gonna do something funny.
Do the funny thing.
I would like to cast a void bolt at the woman that's controlling all the zombies.
Okay.
What are you casting, Thea?
Void bolt.
It's called void bolt.
Okay.
It's I renamed Eldritch
I don't know what
Blast.
that is.
I renamed Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Warlock gun. Bang!
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Is that a D20?
Yep, it's a D20. No matter what you're doing, if I say to hit, it's a D20.
That's a 4.
She dodges it, unfortunately.
Dang it. Alright. Well, am I still close enough to the guy that's the person that's behind the hostage? I can reach him?
There's no one behind the hostage. Hostage is just sitting. Well, I mean, you'd have to get past the guy with the rapier first, who is advancing towards you now, while the zombies are closing in around you.
Surprised they didn't send all the zombies at both parts of the group, so it'd be 3 and 4.
Well, they didn't see your group at first. They got shot with they got shot with an arrow, and then Lorsan charged in immediately. So
Which is good.
yeah. So Grimshaw, you're close behind, but
Guess who I'm going for?
Alright then, I guess can I dash to the guy with the rapier since he's the closest one? Try and grapple him?
yeah, you can try to grapple him. Roll to grapple.
Alright. Let's see here. Is that a D20 to grapple?
Yes, with your bonuses.
Okay. That's a 6.
Is that including your bonuses or no?
Yeah, it's including, including my
Good
bonuses.
lord.
You
You're
try
not
to.
doing-
The dice don't like me today.
No,
So he
sorry.
parries you. He manages to parry you, and he's gonna do a counterattack.
Alright.
What's your AC?
It is, let's see, 2.
Said 2.
Yep.
All right, he misses you. You easily dodge his rapier. By this point, Grimshaw would have reached you guys.
Okay.
I'm not going after him though.
I'm just saying you've reached the room, like you're in the room now.
Alright. I'm charging after the girl. who's controlling the zombies.
You have to get past 3 of the zombies first.
Can I try taking them all out in one hit?
You can try taking 2 of them out, but
I'll take it. Running up. Let's make that swing. I gotta roll with disadvantage though, right?
Yep.
Here we go. 11.
Yeah, 11 will hit a zombie.
11 will hit a zombie. It's really bad when you say roll with disadvantage. I roll 2 3s.
I guess the dice don't like either of us today.
Yes, but at least I still hit.
True, that's true.
14 points of damage.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, you killed one of the zombies.
I mean, I swung it. You told me I could swing it too.
Yeah, and I say you hit one of them with that roll.
Fair enough. That's fair.
Essentially, how it's going to work is, especially if the weapon doesn't have the cleaving ability, the cleaving trait, you're essentially going to like successfully hit the first one, and then there'll be a penalty for the next one, a bigger penalty for it, and so forth and so forth.
Gotcha. Well, the one's dead. There's 2 more now. I'm just gonna stare at her through the zombies.
It's like a
Menacingly.
Well, Grimshaw, you do know that you can parry zombies' attacks, right?
Yes, I'm ready to parry the zombies' attacks.
Good. I just wanted to let you know. I just wanted to make sure you knew. All right, sweet.
Oh yeah.
That's good to know.
Actually, hold on. How many times can you've mastered the maul, right?
Yes.
Which means once I get to it.
Grimshaw's terrifying.
Oh yeah, you have no idea. Because you can attack twice in one round.
Oh.
Because you mastered it, and because you have it mastered. So yeah.
Oh
Ding dong. I forgot about that part.
Yes, exactly. This is what. Okay, everyone at home, I made it clear to them. I overhauled the classes. I went back and overhauled everything, and I think I just made Grimshaw's day by saying this.
Ding dong. Oh, that zombie's gone. The other 2 are probably gone at this point.
What'd you roll?
So I rolled a 15.
Okay.
With all my bonuses, that's plus 11. So I rolled a 26.
What's the default damage?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gone.
1d8 plus my strength, which would be plus 9. So minimum points of damage is 10.
You should not have plus 9 for strength damage.
I thought it was time and a half for two-handed weapons.
Let me double check real quick.
Because that would
That's
be
my
3.
understanding.
It'd be time and a half rounded up, so it'd be 4 or 3, 4, 5, and then it'd only be plus 8. I'm sorry, it'd be plus 8. I'm sorry, my math was just slightly wrong.
You're good.
Plus 3 points of damage for mastering the bloody maul. So minimum 9 points of damage.
Hold on a second. Where is it? I wrote this thing. I should know where everything is.
You should. I find World Anvil to be really hard to.
Oh no, not World Anvil. I'm talking about the actual manual that I'm overhauling.
Because being on there, they generally so we can try sending the picture first, then try
It did go. Ding dong, the zombies died. They went down.
Okay, yeah,
like,
there it is. So yeah, 50% bonus to your strength rounded down. So
Is it rounded down? So
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be +7. So 8 points of damage minimum.
rounded up, as we just demonstrated, would be overpowered as freaking hell. So
I mean, rounded down is not much different.
go ahead and roll damage then.
11.
Cool. You
11
killed
points.
another, and the second zombie is like mostly crippled, but still standing.
Should have taken out the legs. Anyway, I'm gonna
Yeah,
prepare
it's
for...
it's literally like approaching you with like half a head, like only its mouth and jaw are working.
Grimshaw's just gonna prepare to parry, and then quick glance and go ding dong.
That attack was at a disadvantage, right?
Yes,
Okay, just checking.
I rolled 15 was the low.
Oh man, look, it's true to form. You're rolling good with combat. You're just failing at everything else.
Hey, Grimshaw's doing very well today. I only rolled 1-3.
All right, back to you, Lorsan.
Troxel.
Oh, Troxel.
Tro-
Well,
Troxel
Troxel, did you want to cast any spell, or did you want to wait?
Magic missile, 8 points of damage on the black robe female.
Well, you can't see the black robe female from where you are. You'd have to enter the room first.
I have to move then.
Yeah.
I'll move and then shoot. Move
Okay,
and
so you're
cast.
going to be casting magic missile on her.
Yep.
All right. In that case, roll damage then.
8.
What? How many missiles do you have? 2 missiles,
2.
and you rolled
4
4.
and a
Oh,
2.
damn! You said, oh, you rolled a 4 and 2. Okay, gotcha. That's why. All right. I was like, wait a minute.
Ding.
All right, so you got her. You got her a little bit. You gave her decent cut. But she's still standing proud and tall, though she is drawing a short sword at this point.
Now, what about our NPC who rolls advantage? What does that NPC do?
She's currently grabbing another arrow,
Okay.
but it's Lorsan's turn right now.
Knock and fire. Wasn't Lorsan first? Or was that like a surprise round for Lorsan?
Lorsan was the one who took initiative because A, they're fast, and B, they immediately went to the very front, and were automatically ambushed by like everything. So when you were close behind her, or him, so that's why you were going next, and Troxel
I
had to
know,
move
I'm
forward.
just-
So
I'm only asking because did the enemies make an attack?
no, the enemies have not made an attack yet. The zombies are always going to be going last. I'll tell you that much.
Clearly, they don't really move that fast.
Yeah.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
All right, so guy with the rapier thrusts his rapier forward, fails to hit Lorsan completely.
Ha.
Ha!
Ha ha.
Disadvantage gave him a 3.
Fantastic. It is both a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
The half-orc is going to draw their weapon, rush over to one of the passageways, and start banging on the wall.
Oh no. Calling in reinforcements.
The cloaked woman off to the side is going to, in addition to her short sword, draw a dagger out and throw the dagger at Grimshaw. Once again, failing completely and utterly thanks to the disadvantage.
Can I catch the dagger midair?
No, it's not heading to your direction.
Aw,
So
dang it. Wait, what? Oh, wait,
It's
is
heading towards me.
yeah.
Gotcha. That would be cool if I could, though.
Ding dong.
Now the zombies are going to make their attacks. Grimshaw.
There's only one on me.
There was one close enough to you. The rest of them are going to swarm in too. So you have 2 on you. Lorsan, you're going to have... Let's see. How many are left?
You said there were 7. I've already
So,
taken
so
out...
there's 5 left, 1 injured.
Yeah, so Lorsan, you're getting 4 zombies.
Okay.
Wait a minute, you just said there's 2 more on me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. 3 zombies. So, Grimshaw. First one fails to hit you. Second one fails to hit you.
Do I get my parries?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You can
So
only parry one,
basically,
though.
I'm gonna
So
parry the
even
one
though
that
they
hit
miss,
Oh, go on.
it's for counterattack purposes.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
For fighters can... Okay, so here's how parry works. Parry automatically reduces the enemy's strength bonuses by half. And fighter's parry essentially allows you to, if they fail to hit you, you get to make a counterattack against them.
I get to make 1 counterattack per round, basically.
Well, you can also... Yeah.
Okay.
So... Oh, no. You can counterattack multiple times as long as it's not in the same... As long as it's not in the same segment. So, like, if your enemy is making multiple attacks every segment, if you're focusing on not attacking but parrying, then you can counterattack, and then counterattack, and then when they're done attacking, then you can make your attacks. But these zombies are attacking you in the same segment, so you can only parry 1 at a time. That's how that's working. So theoretically, even if you're at level 1, you can still attack like 10 times in a round.
Yeah. But it's not gonna... That's never gonna end that way. It's never gonna end well that way. Especially with 2 fighters. It's just gonna be 1 segment, it's just gonna be a flurry of blades. What's the
I think
one
that's
that
bad. Imagine 2 monks going at it.
two monks with fighter's parry.
Oh, what were we saying?
What? I'm going after the one that wasn't damaged yet.
Okay.
And, let's see if I hit it.
Roll disadvantage.
I just rolled 2 19s.
Oh my lord! Roll damage.
Goodbye. 13 points of damage.
Yeah, he did.
Thwack. Big, meaty thwack.
Alright, so... Yeah. That's basically the round, so... You guys will be hearing... Oh, no, it's not the round, because I forgot about Cieldre. So Cieldre still has 3 more attacks she can make with her bow.
Oh.
Take out the half-orc.
Half-orc's on our side.
Oh, is it?
No, he's not.
Or take out the... well, she can do whatever she wants.
Okay, so her second attack dealt 6 points of damage to the half-orc. Let me get up to him real quick. And by the way, when she shot him that time, it was at the leg, so he's disabled. Her next attack is
differently able.
Her next attack is going to be on the guy with the rapier. Lands a solid hit. It essentially hits him right on the forehead, but it goes right through him as the guy vanishes.
Oh, probably was a copy.
Lorsan, all you know is that you're fighting this guy, and then all of a sudden, air goes through his head, and he's gone.
That was an illusion.
And she's going to use the last attack this round on the zombie that you wounded but didn't kill.
Gotta let it suffer a little bit more.
Advantage is just such an enormous...
Uh-huh.
advantage.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, wow.
It's almost like it's in the namesake.
All right, next round.
So Lower Sand first, then Grimshaw, then I'll go.
Well, the guy with the rapier is gone now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're now surrounded by 3 zombies.
Okay. Let's see. Well, since I already have my falcon sword out, I guess I'll take a swing at one of them.
At one of the zombies?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Roll with disadvantage.
I got a 1 and a 12.
Oh no.
So, I guess that's a 1.
Yes.
It's just a miss.
Oh, okay. Good.
Grimshot, what's your next move?
Well,
I doubt
there
you.
go.
I doubt you saw the guy vanish in thin air because you're focused on off to the side. But
No, I doubt I would. So my path is open to me now, right?
yep.
Sniff, snort. So I'm gonna run up to her, stop, pause for half a second, look her in the eyes, and go golf swing, and then proceed to golf swing.
Ball swing.
Okay, so roll disadvantage.
21.
Okay, so let me play this scene out for you real quick. And that's with disadvantage?
That's with disadvantage.
Lord. Okay, so here's what happens. She attempted to parkour and wall run out of the way. When something lifted her leg just enough to slip, leaving her in midair where you strike her in the torso. Roll damage.
I'm sorry, what's parkour?
You know Assassin's Creed, right?
No, I don't.
It's essentially advanced technique of running across walls, moving across buildings, jumping across
Okay.
roofs, climbing walls,
I've seen
that
the
kind of.
movie, I know what he does.
Yeah.
It's the French martial arts of running away.
Okay.
That being said, 11 points of damage.
That's not what I want.
That's a lot of broken ribs.
Yeah. Probably broken everything.
Yeah, you hear a oof from her as she gets slammed against the wall. And yes, you did break a few bones. That is a mechanic, by the way. That is a new mechanic. You can actually break bones.
Grimshaw's gonna be very proficient at that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Hammer is practically built for it.
So specifically, how the mechanic works is broken bones. Should one be inflicted by a broken bone by a bludgeoning weapon, damage is increased by +2 up to the weapon's maximum damage. Furthermore, due to the broken bones, the target is considered crippled, and if it's a limb that was struck, consider it half health at minimum in terms of penalties. So she is crippled. What was the? Did you deal max damage with the hammer?
I did not.
What was the damage?
That was a 4,
Out of?
so 8.
So you dealt 6 points of damage instead,
Phenomenal.
plus your strength bonuses. So that was actually 13.
Yes.
So yeah,
And I still have another.
She's alive. She's alive, but she's out of the count. She's out for the count.
I still have another attack.
Well, I guess we can kill the other ones now.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, she's no longer a threat at this point. You could easily take out the zombies at this point.
Wait, is the other orca?
The half-orc is right beside the tunnel, and he's very close to just bolting.
Is me throwing my hammer considered a dex attack or a strength
Dex.
attack?
If you're throwing it, it's a dex.
I only have a +2 on dex
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage. But would that also fall in line with me mastering the maul?
No, because the maul wasn't meant to be thrown like that.
Your point. All right.
It is
I'm
not a very balanced weapon to throw.
Dude, Dude, I'm throwing it as if it's a heavy weapon anyway. I'm not aiming. I'm not aiming very well. I'm just aiming in the general direction.
Are you saying you're throwing it?
No, I'm not throwing it.
Good, because I'd probably hit Lord Sin instead.
I'm going to run over to the half-orc.
Okay, so are you running or sprinting? Because if he sees you charging at him, he's gonna bolt.
At this point,
Well,
is
I
he gonna
mean, if
catch
he
hands
runs,
no matter?
can I catch up to him?
You still have zombies on your tail, Lord Sin.
Ah, dang it.
I mean, he's gonna bolt otherwise. Like you already said, he's looking for his escape path anyway. So either one of us catches him right now. It's either gonna be me or Cieldre. If it's me, he's not surviving. And having more captives is probably better than no captives.
Oh wait, no, yeah, okay. My bad, I forgot. He's kind of crippled too, given that he has a arrow through the leg right now. So.
I could beat
Oh,
his
then
but
he's
he really
going
can't
nowhere.
run. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
My bad, I completely forgot about that.
In that case, there's 3 zombies that still need to be taken care of. Correct?
Yeah.
Golf swing. I don't need to do the golf swing catchphrase this time. It's just funny. Well, that's really unfortunate.
What'd you roll?
That's a 14. That's a modified 14. And that's a natural 20. So that's a modified 14.
Alright, so you hit one of the zombies.
It's not the
Wang. Oh.
If you go
Oh.
instant,
That's 14 points of damage.
Oh,
People say they come here some jail time. I can't.
Lorsan is sufficiently covered in rotting zombie blood.
I don't think he minds that actually.
Delicious.
But where we went when
You just watch as one zombie just spontaneously explodes.
Yeah, that's a posh area here also. Not much. So we saw in posh. Where are you from? Where?
Well, you see 2 arrows get stuck into the head of another zombie as another one goes down. Troxel. There are 2 disabled enemies, 1 enemy that vanished, and there's only 1 zombie remaining.
Okay, I was going to do 8 points of magic missile damage into the half-orc. Is he's trying before he runs away, or is he disabled already?
He's already disabled.
Okay, then I'll pass on my action.
All right.
That's fair.
I'll cheer.
Moral support.
The M is silent.
All right, Lorsan. Zombie's gonna make an attack against you.
Alright.
Completely fails to hit you. Do you want to make your counterattack?
Yeah, why not?
Because I mostly do not regions, so we have about force fire on
Roll with disadvantage.
Okay. It's a 4 and a 10.
You fail to hit the zombie too.
Maybe I should change the dice.
We have the new, 3 new ships. Explorer, Tennessee, 39 days
Well, now it's our turn, right?
Sieldra uses her last attack, or her third attack with a nat 20 to finish off that zombie.
Plunk. Fantastic. Interrogation time.
Not quite. You hear footsteps running down the tunnel.
Oh, good.
last year.
Thank God someone held their action.
Troxel, as they're finishing up, you're seeing 2 individuals rush forward. A female human and a male Nolan. Or, in other words, a burrow gnome and a stout halfling.
I'll kill the scout halfling if I can.
They're both wearing plate mail.
Oh, okay, good.
The
Magic missile. Oh,
The,
valid for 6 damage.
what do you call it? The Nolan is wielding a halberd, and the human fighter is wielding a longsword and a shield.
Okay. I went after the gnome. 6 points of magic missile damage.
All right.
Wait, don't I get bonuses towards plate mail?
What happened?
Don't I have a bonus towards plate mail?
The human is a female. Is that correct?
Yes.
Resource links.
All right. So it's your turn again, guys.
Am I still dealing with the zombies?
No,
No, they're all
zombies are
dead.
now
Okay. Then
And by the way, Sieldre has 5 more arrows left.
okay.
That's easy to fix.
I guess I'll go for the. You said there was a half gnome, right?
Yeah, gnome / halfling.
Okay, I guess I'll run up to them and punch them in the head.
Roll to hit.
Finally, I got a 13.
That was with disadvantage, right?
No.
You'll roll better this time, Tia.
That's an 8.
I guess not.
Nope.
It's eternal.
You stumble forward just a little bit and hit the guy in the chest plate instead. His hand does not get hurt by that punch, by the way.
Rock solid.
However, given that the Nolan and the human fighter were running together, that puts you right beside the human who is going to make an opportunity attack against you.
Okay.
Let's see there. 6. Still misses.
Okay.
Also, oh, I forgot. There's so many new mechanics that I've added in. I'm trying to keep track of everything. I forgot that the halberd has reach, so he should have been able to attack Lorsan first. Not that that would have mattered. He rolled a 5, but
Not that that matters. Disadvantage. Okay, so
it's so funny how this one little ability is screwing up all of, like, half of the combat.
I know. I find it hilarious.
It is. It really is.
You know, well, I think it's a big advantage for us.
It is. Because, well, not everyone in our group has min-maxed, or is a spellcaster who has spells that automatically hit. Most of us have one or the other, allowing us to kind of effectively deal more damage, prevent and deal more damage based on disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a question.
I might have answer.
Is it full plate mail, as in their whole body is covered
No,
in plate mail?
no.
Or
So,
is it just,
so
is it
plate
just
there.
chest plate?
There's plate mail, field plate, and full plate. So plate mail is basically the cuirass, the shoulder plates, and then most of the time they'll have a helmet on. Though it might not be a full helmet, it might be an open helmet. They could also have like the gauntlets, boots, greaves, that kind of thing. But it's not going to be full on plate mail. Field
Yeah,
plate.
signs on-
Field plate and full plate covers the entire body. The only difference is that field plate is more like, hey, one size fits all, and then full plate is, hey, this was custom formed, this is custom made to fit your exact form.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
They have little signs on their knees saying, "Hit me here."
Yeah, exactly.
move
That's
on in,
what I-
Grimshaw.
Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna run up to him and stop, look at him and go left knee, and then hit him in his right knee.
Which one, the Nolan or the
The human.
Okay. Go ahead, make attack with disadvantage.
That is a 11.
You don't get past their shield.
Fantastic. I still have another attack.
Go ahead.
Knock knock. That's a 15.
Cool. What level are you again?
I think we're level 4 or 5.
Level 4.
Yeah.
That still doesn't hit. It still doesn't get past the shield. And she's going to counterattack both attacks. Well, no, she can only... Yeah, she's going to counterattack both attacks.
Okay.
What's your AC?
I think it was 4. Might be the first bit of damage done to us today. Well, not the
Well.
last can.
She hits you.
Both times?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Alright, so let's see here. Five points of damage total.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no,
Five.
I'm sorry, my bad. Not just 5.
I was gonna say 5
7,
points of
yeah, 7 points of damage total.
Oh no, 7.
Hey, not everyone has your godlike strength.
I know. Grimshaw's just kind of staring at her, bleeding slightly out of his shoulder, just like, that was it, really?
That's the best you got.
Okay, so because you did that, I'm gonna do something extra now. Okay, so she makes, for her actual attack, she deals 7 points of damage, and she also pushes you back with a shield bash.
Does Grimshaw get parry on that or not?
And
No, she hit both of them.
It's only when you miss you get parry?
Yeah.
no. He is parrying her, but she's still hitting. It's only if he parries and she misses that he counterattacks.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
And you are stunned for the rest of the round from that shield bash.
Phenomenal. I'm still gonna go after her knees starting next round. Thank God the round's ending after the halberdier.
You'll get 5 more arrows or so.
Yeah, Cieldre launched an arrow at both of them. She hit the Nolan for 4 points of damage. So they're heavily wounded at this point. And the human blocked the arrow with her shield.
I'm gonna get rid of that shield.
I'm waiting for someone to test its saving throw abilities.
Next
It's
round?
it's gonna be next round. Nolan? Is Nolan gonna make an attack?
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me of that. They pull out their parachute axe, dropping the halberd because it's too narrow an area to swing it, and they lost their reach. So they're going to swing that at Lorsan, and they completely miss because you parry them. You want to do a counterattack?
Yep, I will. I would like to. I got a 5.
Miss.
Weef.
I fired and I missed and I fired again and I missed.
Honestly, that's so true.
It's just a bunch of whiffs going on.
Before the next round can initiate, hey look, a very big, thick fog just popped out of nowhere, and it's completely engulfed the area.
We can still see the people right in front of us, right?
Only just in front of you, and they're already backing away quickly.
Press attack.
Roll intelligence to keep track of them through the fog.
I got a natural 20. The only good roll I've had so far.
You want to grapple them, or do you want to attack them, or do you just follow them?
I want to grapple the woman in the plate mail.
Okay. Roll to grapple
Alright.
with disadvantage.
Well, I got a 5 and a 3. So I guess...
With bonuses or without bonuses?
Well, with bonuses, that'll just be a 5. 3 plus 2 is 5.
Where'd you get the 3 from?
Well, I rolled twice. First roll
Oh,
was
I'm
a
sorry.
3,
Where'd you get the
second
2
roll was
from?
5.
The bonus.
I have a plus 2 to grapple.
Wait a second. 'Cause I'm pretty
And
sure.
the message you sent me.
Okay. Because I thought you could also, I thought I wrote down that you could also use... Maybe that's for another ability. Alright, never mind. So yeah, you fail to grapple her, unfortunately.
Darn it.
What do the rest of you do?
Stare at my feet.
I'm going to move over to where we left the robed necromancer or cleric. And if I
You mean the cloaked figure?
Pardon?
Yes.
The cloaked figure is what you're saying.
Yes,
cloaked
the
girl,
cloaked
yes.
figure.
Alright, so you walk over to her.
I've got to get there if I'm going to try and kill her.
Don't try and kill her. We need her.
Yeah,
for
why are you trying to kill... Mr. Neutral Good over here trying to kill people?
Well, I assumed that she was the one that cast the fog.
Okay. You could knock her out and that would achieve the same thing.
Okay, if you allow me to knock her out, I'll knock her out.
She's incapable of moving. Yes, you can knock her out. Why did you just ask that instead of assuming, I should just kill her?
No.
Murder.
You basically said she couldn't move, but I assumed that she was still in turns and active as a character, player character.
Even if you assumed that, my point is, like, as a neutral good character, your character should not be jumping to the opportunity to kill someone. He should be trying to find every route before that.
God, Grimshaw isn't even looking to kill us.
not when somebody's creating undead and controlling undead.
You know, even then you wouldn't jump to like, they're casting an undead spell, I'm going to murder them immediately. No, like, that'll be neutral alignment, just, yeah.
Okay, well, I definitely knocked them out.
There you
Knocked her
go.
out.
She's knocked out.
Fog still persists.
Fog still persists.
Well, I can't chase because I lost them in the fog, and I'm not going to run down one of the paths.
Yeah.
without-
Hey, Troxel. Roll me a d20 real quick. With disadvantage.
20. A natural 20.
With disadvantage.
Oh, with disadvantage.
Roll another d20. Take low.
An 11 with any attribute I might get.
My people, Troxel has been knocked out.
Do we see this happen?
You guys are in the middle of the fog. You don't see shit.
Okay.
See, Eldre saw it happen, but she didn't see who did it.
Is he being taken away, or is he just laying there?
He's just laying there as she draws her sword out. Lorsan, do you continue to advance and follow the two fighters?
Well, do we already have people to question?
Yeah, we technically have 2 people to question.
You have 2 people to
Okay,
question.
then it's not really worth it to continue.
Yeah,
then.
continuing this fight right now isn't worth it. They've got the fog on their side at this point.
Yeah.
Better to walk back and secure what we have.
Alright, I guess I'll just retreat over to where Troxel is.
All right.
We're both retreating back out of the fog.
All right. So you guys retreat out of the fog, and you see you're sitting there looking at Troxel unconscious on the ground, with Cieldre having her sword out, looking around.
I'm gonna scan the ground for footprints.
Roll intelligence check. Actually, roll intelligence and or tracking.
Roll tracking. Tracking has to be low, right?
Yep.
Does tracking count for the advantage disadvantage bull crap?
No. It's only physical activities that you're doing.
All right, tracking. That is a 2.
You are able to spot what you believe to be the proper pair of tracks that's going through it, and you follow it to wherever the tracks are being made, and you see that they've been moving towards the exit, like they're already in the tunnel heading out.
Are they moving fast? Can I tell? Am I caught up to it?
It looks like they're moving fast. Yeah.
It's not worth chasing them. Regroup. Is the hostage still there? Is the original gnome hostage still there?
Nope. No wait. No. Yeah. Actually, yeah. They are still there. They're kind of looking horrified, but they're still there.
Hmm.
Well, we got 2 hostages of our own,
Yep.
as well as a potential captor who can be returned to his family eventually. We figure out who and what he is to these people. Good. I consider this a win.
Yeah. Maybe we'll find out some information.
The guy who disappeared in a puff of smoke probably is the guy who knocked our wizard friend out. Let's get everyone out of here. We can question them outside at the campsite, and if they don't give us the answers they want, hey, we can always feed them to the chest.
I mean, are we able to carry them? Are we strong enough to pick up these people?
I'm gonna look at Lorsan with a kind of like a little bit of disdain at this point. Really?
Well, I mean, you know, there's Troxel and there's 2 other people.
Yes. And there's 3 of us.
Fair point. Alright, so who gets the wizard?
And hell, you could even wake Troxel up if you really wanted to. Just slap him across the face a few times. It ain't gonna hurt him. I can't do it. I'll probably kill him.
So you guys pick
Yeah,
them up.
let's
So you
go.
guys pick them up and start bringing them out. When you exit the tunnel, you see Lyrian kind of like on the opposite side of the tunnel on the ground. It looks like she was shoved out of the way.
Having fun there.
Am I awake yet?
Not yet, not until someone wakes you up.
Okay.
I guess
Slap
I'll...
him awake.
Yeah, I'll slap him.
Roll a strength check.
Alright. That is a 10.
With disadvantage.
Plus... hold on.
Disadvantage. You actually slap the ground.
1. Okay, well, with disadvantage, there'll be an 11.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. Troxel, you're slapped awake. This is like, I feel bad for Troxel because he's the one who gets knocked out and then slapped awake like all the time.
Am I down hit points?
No, you're not down hit points.
Okay, then I'll heal Grimshot.
Lyrian pushes herself back up under her feet. Kind of like I'm like, ow, that hurt.
You okay, kid?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. How many hit points is Grimshot down?
14.
14. I'll heal him for 12. And then I'll heal him for 2, so he's full strength.
Right.
Lorsan, are you okay?
I don't think I lost any health this fight.
Okay.
With how high your Dex AC is, and the fact that everyone was rolling disadvantage left and right, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. I'm good.
Bringing Tom back.
Yep.
He's back.
Welcome back, Tom. So let's see here. So she kind of like looks up at you and says, she doesn't realize that you know, so she tells you like there's someone invisible who ran out.
Oh, we kind of guessed. They got to our mage friend over there.
She's like, oh, so that's why he was knocked out.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, she tells you with a slight smile, going like, well, I probably did an unwise thing and tried to stop him. That's why I kind of got shoved over, but I managed to put something on his person.
Put something in his what?
She put something on his
Oh.
person.
So like,
Tell me you could track him with that somehow.
Okay.
She smiles and she says, I have a locate object spell.
ooh.
Good.
God.
So let's go up and
Yeah,
like
li-
the other two. Let's get out of the mine.
What competence.
I thought you'd enjoy this character.
What glorious competence. Refreshing. Alright.
She kind of beams under the praise.
Especially coming from Grim. Not that she'd know, but especially coming from
Right.
Well, she's a half elf, so how old
Grimshaw
actually
really
is-
hates her, yes.
Does he though? She's 99 years old, by the way.
So
Yes.
she has plenty of experience.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like
Grimshaw naturally hates her because of what she is.
but this got her a whole many
But
points.
she got a lot of brownie points by putting stone on person, locate object, yes. She has become invaluable. We might earn a name.
She might earn a name.
You don't understand. Has Grimshaw ever actually used Lorsan or Troxel's name in a conversation?
No, I don't think so.
Has he figured out who Buddy's name actually is?
I
Grimshaw,
don't believe so,
Grimshaw
no.
doesn't use names because he thinks you're all expendable. She might actually earn a name. Andre has earned a name.
To give you an idea, by the way, Troxel, a half-elf of 99 years old will be approximately 15 years human equivalent-wise.
Yes,
Okay.
but 99 years is still a long time to really hone a craft, especially if you're a half-elf, human elf. You're still gonna have that human trait of life is finite.
No, yeah, no, I'm just letting you know. I'm letting Troxel know because he was asking about her age.
Right.
15-year-old girl running around throwing stones on people.
No, not throwing stones. She planted it on him when she tried to grapple him.
I know.
But-
That's some next level thief shit right there. I ain't even gonna lie about that. I can't even pickpocket, people, let alone reverse pickpocket. Here, have this fucking $20 bill. Oh, that's my $20 bill. What's that doing in your pocket? That being said, we are gonna get out of this hole and
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
let's go talk with our new friends.
Yeah. Before that happens, how are you gonna get up when the elevator's at the surface?
It's a good question. Is there a rope
Well-
coming down?
Yeah, it's basically a pulley system. So yeah.
So
Well,
we're
I
gonna,
guess we'll have to use the
Okay.
pull system to get
yeah, we're gonna have
the
the pulley
elevator
system.
back down.
Start pulling, bring it down, get inside, and then come right back up.
Correct.
Yep.
So where do you go to interrogate these guys?
First of all, let's find out what they have on them in terms of potential loot, particularly the rogue person.
That's fine. We can do that, but let's tie them up first, because that way they can't escape.
I do have rope. I guess I'll tie them up.
Let's see here. Not them.
Oh god, the one girl's knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's gonna wake up to a mimic in her face.
Well, right now the what do you call it? The halfling that's been tied up has been silent this whole time, just sitting there, kind of.
He's not tied up anymore. I hope somebody actually untied him. God, I hope somebody.
Correct.
Let's
Yes.
see.
And he can tell his story too. Why don't we get his story first?
Let me write down what these guys have on hand real quick.
No, I'm supposed to truck. That's so.
This is that guy, so yes.
We're at just about the moment in time where I have to run halfway across my house, go to the bathroom real quick on plywood.
Okay, so when untying the half-elf, the halfling, she's just like, thank you for helping me. Says, wish I didn't have to see that violence, but thank you. Thank you very much for saving me.
Who were they?
I have no idea. I was just walking along the road, and then back over my head. Found myself in there, tied up.
So you have no idea what they want.
Absolutely not. I don't know anything.
Do you mind if I ask you where you're from?
Let's see here. She's not from Briar Glen. She was kind of like taking a trip, essentially, but she's from a few villages back.
I would say we could escort you back, but that's not in the direction we'll be going.
She tells you that's perfectly fine. She'll go into the town and just kind of sit there for a bit, wait till whatever this is blows over, and then she'll go back on her merry way.
Have a nice pint at the end.
She's like, thank you very much. She starts making her way over to the village, or the town.
She was a bystander in all of this. I'm not giving her any money. I'm not getting any money from her either, but she was just a happy coincidence that we saved her life. This was going to happen either way.
1 second, I'm going to ask the gentleman a question before he leaves.
She.
No, he's talking about in the room.
Oh, gotcha. Alright, so you guys are now looking at the currently conscious half-orc and the currently unconscious human. Keep in mind that they're both, like, well, the half-orc is more at risk of dying because he's bleeding. He's actually bleeding out. But
Well, I guess we better talk to the half-orc first.
Once you are somewhere in the boat.
Got anything you want to tell me?
Oh, okay. Good.
he just looks at you and goes,
Correct.
that would depend on who you are.
Ask one thing.
Sure.
Who what?
Who I am?
Playing first edition Dungeons and Dragons.
Can't tell you that. Can't tell you who I am.
And I can't risk telling you anything.
I mean,
Okay, back.
we can put you back together right now, or I can really make your suffering last a lot longer.
Roll intimidation.
Is that a D100? Is that D100?
D100, you want a low roll. Good luck.
Where is my 23.
He's stone-faced. He is not even phased by your threat.
Is the arrow still in his leg?
Yes.
I'm gonna twist the arrow and I'm gonna look at him again. I'm like, my friend, I really don't want to be doing this to you. I would rather you just give me that information.
Not only does he bear through it, he actually headbutts you.
What about your friend who's sleeping?
What about them?
Well, let me ask you this. Will you be so stone-faced when I do the same to your friend? I know she's got more than a few broken ribs.
He's still stone-faced. He's not showing any response.
Alright. Where's Chesty?
Oh, did we find out what they had on them? What was it?
Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and read off what they had. So, the half-orc wasn't too interesting. He had a long sword on him, a dagger, 20 copper, and 2 silver.
Normal fare for a mercenary.
Are we anybody writing this down, or do we need to do that, or you're keeping track of it, Christian?
I'm not going to be able to keep track of everything. Definitely write everything down if you can.
20 copper, 2 silver. Got it.
Okay.
The woman has a short sword, a dagger, 23 copper, 5 silver, 1 gold, and 1 case of strange incense.
That's fantastic. Now, where was I? Where's Chesty?
Question.
Maybe answer.
Well, I guess I would like to kneel down to the half-orc.
Okay.
And since we're both half-orcs, I would like to just put my hand on his shoulder and
Okay.
say, look, the dwarf is an idiot. Alright, but you and I, we can work out something together, and I'm going to cast Charm Person on him.
All right. Let me roll real quick. Let's see here.
Aw, kitty.
He failed.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
So did the cat.
Kitty! And Grimshaw, for the record, and Troxel and Grimshaw, neither of you realize that she cast a spell on him.
That's fine.
At least, there's no obvious way to tell that that she cast a spell on him, or that he cast a spell. But Lorsan, you see him hesitate for a second as he slowly relaxes his muscles, and you see him just go. Really shouldn't. Like, this is very, very sensitive information. Like, To clarify, Charm Person doesn't make them do whatever you want them to. It does not put you under their command and control. It just makes them perceive you as a good friend. So now you have him thinking that you're his best friend, and in that position, you have to find a way to convince him to tell you this information. And keep in mind, with Troxel and Grimshaw in the vicinity, that he's probably not going to want to cooperate.
Alright. Hey, Grimshaw, why don't you take your other friend and you skedaddle for a couple minutes? I'm gonna have a word with my good friend here at that.
Okay.
Well, sounds good to me. I grab the girl and just start dragging her.
And I'll follow along with that.
As do Cieldre and Lyrian.
Okay, good. Be careful, Lorsan, because there was an invisible person around. At least I thought the person that slugged me was invisible. Is that correct? Or
Yeah.
not correct?
Well, yeah, you didn't see them, but you only know that they were invisible because of what other people had told you. So.
Okay.
Alright. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gone by now.
All right, Lorsan, it's you and this individual. How are you going to convince him to tell you?
Well, look, I was actually wanting to join your group, but I can't if I don't really know what's going on. As I said, you know, the dwarf with me is kind of an idiot. He doesn't really know what's going on either.
Roll a deception check. That's going to be a persuasion check. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, is that a D10? Or,
No,
sorry,
it's a D100
100?
with and you're going to have it add a plus 35 to the roll.
The dwarf is an idiot. The dwarf is clearly not an idiot.
Well, I got a 0, 0, and a 7. My charisma is a...
That's not... It's does yeah, so 007 means 7%.
Okay.
You rolled a 7. You failed that
Plus-
roll.
Well, hold on. Plus...
He rolled a 77.
Whatever. Oh.
Yeah. You failed the roll.
Alright. Darn.
He's kind of like shakes his head and goes, "No, you have no idea who you have no idea who I'm with."
Why don't you enlighten me?
And that just reinforced the belief that you have no idea what his group is. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't disclose this information. It's more than about me.
What is it about?
He shakes his head and he's like, I see what you're trying to do.
I'm just trying to figure out why people are going missing.
I can't
What's
talk
going
about
on with
I can't
with
talk
everyone
about
not
that.
being able to sleep? Are you sure you can't talk about it?
You gotta come up with something better than "Are you sure?" Tia.
I don't know.
I don't know. He divulged a lot. He's already admitted that he's part of the reason why people are disappearing.
I mean, I think the incense is part. Like, it's all kind of connected. You kind of figured that out already, but
Does his clothes have any sort of symbol on them?
roll an intelligence check.
18.
Now roll heraldry.
What would that be?
That's a proficiency check. Intelligence based.
Okay.
Something Grimshaw's not actually good at. He's just kind of average.
Nice drop. Hang on. Well, I got a 0, 0, and a 2, so that's a 2%.
Yes, you do find something. At the base of his neck, on the back, you spot a tattoo. And it's not like high definition detail, but basically what it looks like is an armored figure holding a blazing sword downwards. And you recognize this from after having an encounter with a certain group, investigating a little bit and doing a little bit of research and finding the symbol for the Knights of Reckoning.
Would Lorson's monk clan have any affiliation with them?
No.
Okay.
They really affiliate with anyone outside of their own country anyways, so. Remember that until this campaign, your characters have never heard of this group ever, except for Troxel. Troxel knows more about them.
So do I think that are these people?
You're not there.
Yeah, you're not there, Troxel.
No, I understand. I'm just asking about Knights of Reckoning. Are these the one type people that if we run into them, or are they just bad guys that we know that they're bad guys? Or
What Troxel knows of them is basically what he's heard living in the Royal Palace, which is basically they're terrorists, they're trying to overthrow the kingdom and bring everything to ruin, that kind of thing. And you guys believe you had an encounter with them on Sunland Island when there was a raid on the town.
okay.
Alright, so you found the symbol. What do you do next, Floor Sam?
One second.
Please don't say or do anything that would make your persuasion checks with him even worse.
Well, they can't really get any worse than they already are right now.
You still have your plus 35%, so yeah, they can get worse.
Alright, I guess I'll say, look, my monk clan was gathering information on this kingdom, and they were looking to form an alliance, and you guys seem pretty strong. would you be open to forming an alliance?
He just looks up at you and says, I don't mean any offense with this, but we haven't even heard of you before. It would be more like you being recruited as opposed to making an alliance.
Alright.
And again, I mean no offense. I don't think they'll want to recruit you after tonight.
Fair point. Well, if I do want to join you in the future, how would I contact you? You guys.
Roll persuasion check.
Persuasion. 91.
91? Nice.
Finally a good roll.
Alright, let me pull this up real quick. Okay, so he tells you, he kind of like hesitates for a moment, but then he tells you, essentially, if you want to find out if someone is a member of the, of his organization, try to subtly add the phrase justice through action into a sentence when talking to someone.
Oh,
And
hold
see
on,
how
writing
they-
this down. Can you repeat it?
Slip the phrase justice through action into a sentence and try to gauge their response. There is no set answer for that phrase. It's just to gauge their response.
Well, how would they respond if they are someone from your organization?
Recognition, intrigue, acknowledgement, things like that. If they don't acknowledge the phrase, then they're not one of us.
Okay.
Anything else you want to ask him?
Well, I don't know what other information we can get from them.
All right.
Oh, friend, leaving you alive would be bad for business.
In that case, I'm going to go ahead and call an intermission because we're already 15 minutes past that. So,
Okay.
this will be where we take a break. It's going to be a 15-minute break, people. And we'll be back, and we'll continue after that. See you guys in 15 minutes.
Share Zerva Ovalya Wari Sheraktum Tauri. Rumors heard from a little blackbird, the edges of a prophecy, the pieces I have learned. Said the daughter of the reaper has been searching for the keeper, and I fear she'll let me burn. Locked tied up in the tower on top of the domain of humanity, the godhood that I've earned. When you're holding on to majesty, you fear the hunter travesty, the balance may return. When you're sinful to the bone, unholy, and you've claimed yourself a throne, like me, wield power of your own making. A god hunter's gonna hunt you down. If you're something more than flesh, ascended, and you've taken on the rest to end it, and she'll find you in a dream, tormented. A god hunter's gonna hunt you down. We are confined to the depths of my mind, for what could be such a threat to me, the conqueror of time. Yet the whispers of a reckoning have kept the spirits beckoning to look upon my crime. Blood and war when the world is no more. She's been watching for a century with hatred and with scorn. If you know the hunter's coming, then you hide or keep on running, 'cause she's slain the gods before. When you're sinful to the bone, unholy, and you've claimed yourself a throne, like me, wield power
fo, fum. I smell the bones of an Englishman.
Fee-fi-fo-fum, crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-o-hum, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Salt on my tongue from the spray of the sea, drunk on the sun beating down on me, bound for a treasure that's never been seen, where dead men lay their bones. Blood on my hands from the pull of the rope, no wind in our sails so we have to row, and it's heave ho to the locker you'll go, where dead men lay their bones, where dead men lay their bones. Fee-fi-fo-fum, crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-o-hum, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Shapes in the shadows wanna swallow us whole. The roar of the kraken tries to pull us below, so it's heave ho to the locker we'll go, where dead men lay their bones. Captain Jack throws another one back. He finishes a bottle while we're breaking our backs, so it's I cap until we give him the sack, where dead men lay their bones. Fee-fi-fo-fum, crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-o-hum, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Way, hey, and up he rises. Way, hey, and up he rises. Way, hey, and up he rises. Crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-o-hum, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Hoist the Jolly Roger! Aim high, swing hard, leave it out there, no regrets. My blood is in the water and the sharks are taking bets. They circle in, waiting for my final breath, but they won't see me drown. I hoist my sails for the treasure in the sea. The winds that blow behind me take me where I'm supposed to be. I'm raising hell for the ones who don't believe. Their words can't drag me down. When the wind rips the tide, I will sail, reach the other side. Let the storm roll on wild. I was born for this. I'm unsinkable. From the deep, the thunder's throwing punches, trying to knock me off my feet. But I won't bow when their shadows cover me. My course is carved in stone. When the wind rips the tide, I will sail, reach the other side. Let the storm roll on wild. I was born for this. I'm unsinkable. I'm unsinkable. tide. I will sail, reach the other side. Let the storm roll on wild. I was born for this. I'm
And welcome back, everyone.
Thank you.
It's good to be back.
Yeah. So what are we going to do with our prisoners? Just take them into town and deposit them with the sheriff or whatever?
Oh, no. No, you see, the last time I didn't get any information out of them because we deposited them in town.
Yeah, we should probably just get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
Well, first of all, let's have the group go back to over lore sand so they can learn. You know, so he can tell them what they learned, what they found
What did
out.
you learn, Lorsan?
Well, the guy is part of the Knights of Reckoning. And he told me that if we want to see if anyone is part of that specific group, then we have to use the phrase justice through action in a sentence based on how they react. It tells us if that person is part of that group or not. Also, it's quite possible that the Knights of
That's actually
Reckoning...
very important information.
Also, it's possible that the Knights of Reckoning are responsible for the curse of people not sleeping and all of that.
It's very possible. Well, let's see what our currently sleeping friend has to say. Oh, and
That's right. So once more, use Knights of Action or
No, justice through action.
Justice through
action.
What were we saying, Grimshaw?
Let's see what our sleeping friend has to say.
By the way, you look around, you don't see a chest.
Chesty is gone. Where's Chesty?
They just hop away?
You want to roll an intelligence check?
Sure, why not?
I will roll intelligence. With advantage? With disadvantage, I'm assuming?
Gosh.
No.
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 That's just 3.
Orson is just like, I don't have time for this.
I have toes. I rolled a 10.
A 15. I
Okay.
clearly see tracks. It's gone away.
No. Troxel, you're looking around, you don't see a chest. You don't remember seeing that small backpack, though.
Oh, I see. Got it. Okay.
Oh, it changes shape.
It's a mimic, yeah, of course it changes shapes.
Why don't we put the backpack on the, have one of our,
Do you have a taste?
carry the backpack on its back.
Do you have a taste for orcish flesh?
No.
It's just like, well, I mean, I am kind of hungry.
And I trust that we don't get anything out of cleric or the magic user, the necromancer.
I mean, the necromancer is currently asleep. We have to wake her up somehow.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. She's not dead. She's just in a lot of pain right now.
Okay. Let's wake her up.
Give her.
Question her separately.
Oh yeah, but let's let Backpack finish his meal first.
Let's see, what does Backpack want? Backpack wants some insects and arachnid meat. So he's kind of, yeah. So he's kind of thinking like, I would kind of like some small spiders some large spiders if I'm being honest.
Yeah, not from us.
Eventually. Maybe I don't think there's any large spiders around here. We have to go find some.
Any kind of beast will substitute, but he's currently in the mood for insect / arachnid.
Well, there aren't any around here.
We're not friendly enough with him to go chasing spiders.
I mean, we have this perfectly good half-orc that's beaten, battered, and bruised already. He's very tenderized.
True. He doesn't really have use anymore.
And it's still warm blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he points out, like, you do understand I can't eat all of that, right? Like, I'm not big enough for that.
You know, just eat half of them.
Well, they're talking about that.
Sealdra immediately jumps on that, going like, "Ah, yes, and leave a half-eaten corpse out here for everyone to find."
There are monsters out here.
And monsters would have eaten the whole thing. Yeah, Troxel?
I want to check the necromancer for the sword facing Don tattoo.
She has it on her.
She does.
Yeah.
It's very clear that they were working together, so it stands to reason that they were going to both have it. Especially it being a exclusionist society. Alright, so can't get rid of the orc body that way. We are near water, aren't we?
Not immediately, but there are streams in the area, yes.
Streams. I can't throw them into a stream. How are we gonna dispose of him?
Just throw him in the woods, just off the road.
He'll be able to free himself.
I thought you were going to let the...
I would like to, but again, that's a half-eaten body just floating around now. People are going to get suspicious of that. I suppose a half-eaten body ain't going to talk, though.
Are you talking about this around the half-orc, by the way?
No. Obviously.
No.
Okay, good. Because he's still under the effects of the charm spell by Lorsan.
Yes, but I haven't charmed him. He hates me.
Yes, but you're part of Lorsan's party.
True.
That has altered the term slightly, so...
But we don't know he used a charm spell.
That is correct. All you know is that these guys are buddy-buddy. And Lorsan has never stepped foot on this entire continent. What is No, yeah, continent's actually right.
Well, I guess we can use him as a guide, but... How long does this spell last?
Depends on the intelligence of the user. Let me pull up
At least 24 hours.
It's not long enough for it to be of any use.
No. Just give it a second. Charm person. This guy's intelligence is... Okay, so... It'll last for 1 month for this guy.
Oh.
Oh.
That would be long enough to really use him, but again, he only sees you as a friend, and he's right now. I don't think he'd guide us anywhere.
Oh, and the best part is, even after a month, he has to roll a check to see if he gets free of the spell.
But he can do things like carry the necromancer if we want to do that.
Yes, let's make him carry his unconscious comrade in arms, because he's such a good friend to us.
Look, this is kind of like one of the look. This is what his situation is like. You're on opposite sides here. This is very much obvious to both sides. He sees Lorsan as a really, really good friend. So he's in the position where it's like, I don't want to hurt you, but we're on opposing sides kind of thing. keep
And
that
he would
in
want to
mind.
help he would want to help his necromancer friend.
Would he?
So carrying the necromancer along is something that would help his side.
Number one, you don't know anything about their relationship. Number two, they both worked for a faction. Depending on how devoted they are to the faction, they may leave the other one to die. You don't know anything about these guys.
That's absolutely
In fairness, neither of them are surviving anyway. Once I'm done.
Well,
I mean,
I think
Theodore, at this point, do we want to leave a half-eaten corpse or just find a way to?
It's like if you're killing him, I suggest like killing him and leaving him off the side of the road.
Well, if we do leave him alive and he comes with us, then we might be able to have him lead us to wherever the other people went.
Do you really want him
we
coming with us
have-
when he's on the opposite side?
Yeah, and the other thing is we have-
Theodore's got a point. We don't really need any more attention than we've already garnered from this faction. This faction has now had at least 2 instances of attacking us. And
That's
judging
true.
by what Droxel has said, we don't exactly know how powerful this group can be. But hey, necromancy already is a no-go. They're not afraid to use necromancy, which means they gotta have some sort of clout and or aren't afraid to really fight the nobles at this point. So my guess is we either A, get the information out of them and leave them to die tied to a tree, or B, we get the information out of them and kill them. Either way, we're getting information out.
Well, I want to talk to. I'll let you guys decide about that. I want to take Miriam off to the side and ask her to cast her locate object spell, so that we have some idea of the direction that the other person went.
Well, she asks. Well, first things first, she's gonna ask, do you think this person went to the town, or are they just kind of hanging around? Because she's not gonna bother casting it if we think that, if you think that, I'm sorry. She wants to cast it wherever there's a greater chance of them detecting it, because there is a range to the spell. So.
Okay, then we need to go into the town. I wanted to cast it for the first reason, to see if the person was hanging around, but I think we're strong enough to get that person off, so we'll wait until we go into town to cast it.
Town? Why town? We know
Is
he's
that
in the town. We know he's in the
That's
tunnel.
where probably, town is probably where it's going to be.
No, we know he's in the tunnel.
I'm sorry?
We know he's in the tunnel.
You know who's in the
No,
tunnel?
no.
The invisible guy. The guy
No.
who ran past us.
No.
Well, no,
Yeah.
He used the
Yeah.
elevator. He used the elevator to go up. Remember?
Elevator to get out. That's why we had to use the pulley to get
Wait,
the
you-
elevator down.
Yeah.
Oh, you said he ran that way. Okay. You said he ran down the. You said he ran down the tunnel. I thought he ran down one of the tunnels that the other two ran down.
No, there was a tunnel going in. There's a tunnel going forward. So. Yeah.
Specification on that would have been nicer, but hey, all right. That works for me. All right, we'll wait till we get to town, but
There we go.
I do not think he'll run to town personally. We'll use it at town. Probably have a greater chance of hitting him there. All right. Let's wake up let's dispose of our orc friend here, and then wake up our freaking necromancer. I
and
have some
I
questions for her.
I can dispose of him while you guys are questioning the other one.
Don't get sentimental on me now.
Oh, don't worry.
So I'll wake up with Grimshaw, I'll wake up the necromancer.
How do you wake him up?
I'll do a couple of points of healing on her.
Okay. Yeah, physically healing her is gonna bring her back to consciousness for certain. So
Okay.
she's gonna like, ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh, good. I can break more ribs.
So,
Oh, girly.
Those
Got
are not
anything
the
you
words
want
you want to
to
hear from Gershaw.
She looks
tell
up
us? Got
at
anything, got
yeah,
anything
yeah.
you want to tell us?
She looks up at Grimshaw and she just stares at him.
Got anything you want to tell us?
so yeah. Do you have anything you
She
want to
she
tell
gives
us?
you kind of like a upwards nod and goes, "It's a pretty mean swing you got."
Thank you. That was an almost good dodge you had.
Almost good.
Well, normally I'm good at stuff like that, but something happened. I don't know what, but
Let's just say what was on my side that day.
sure.
So, mind telling me who you work for? Or do I just have to assume it's the Knights of Reckoning?
She's like, let me guess. You got that oath of an orc.
That oath of an orc, huh? Yeah, we got him.
Yeah,
I would basically say that your tattoo shows Knights of Reckoning. It has nothing to do with the orc.
Yeah, well, it's their fault for making us wear the damn thing.
So what's the ploy?
Just for
here?
general interest. Which noble or which knight made you wear it? And why did you choose to join in the first place?
She looks you in the face for a moment, kind of tilts her head, and then she smiles and goes, "Oh, I get it. Well, hello, your high and mighty. I'm sure you can ask all the questions up there on your ivory throne, can't you?"
And what about me?
She looks at you and goes, "What about you?"
I want to know what the plan was here. Why the sleep? Why the nightmares? What do you get out of this town?
She goes, first things first. Why should I tell you anything? And if you're about to threaten violence, I don't care. I'm expecting to be killed either way.
Well, if you're expecting to be killed, I can at least kill you quickly, cleanly. Or I can make you suffer for the next 24 hours. My friend here can keep bringing you back.
Roll a persuasion check on that one.
Persuasion's high.
Yep.
$90.
Oh, that's good.
She connects the dots between what you said and her waking up, looking at Troxel and looking back at you, realizing the situation she's in right now.
I will make death look like a mercy.
Yeah, it's not a good situation, buddy.
Tell me what I want to know.
You see fear in her eye. You see a little bit of fear in her eyes now.
Tell me what I want to know.
She goes,
And I'll make it quick. and
"All
clean.
right." Second thing, just a bit of a curiosity, since I'm gonna be dead regardless. Who are you people? I get him, she says, pointing at nodding to Troxel, and goes, "But you don't seem the type to care about our faction. So, why are you caring? Why do you care?"
This is the second time I've had to deal with your faction causing some sort of mischief. Now, mischief's all well and good. I like my own fair share of it. You guys, mischief is bad for business.
This
And I don't
country
like-
is bad for business.
I don't like that. No, this country's good for business.
No, it's not. You may think so, but I'm guessing you haven't been here for very long.
No.
There it is.
I
This
haven't.
country is rotting. It is falling apart. We're trying to save it before it collapses and dies.
And you're trying to do exactly what by harming the average person?
Look,
What is happening in this town that is going to save the country, aside from making the people's lives here miserable?
roll another persuasion check.
42.
All I can tell you is what little I know. The leaders don't really tell us much. They try to compartmentalize things. So all I know is that we're doing some tests trying to find out something that's supposed to help with the war.
And you think testing it on the average person is going to make that better? You think testing it in a small mining town of a few 50-odd, 60-odd people and making their lives a living hell, that's going to endear them to your cause? If you're going to try and excise the corruption and everything else in this town, in this country, in this continent, do you really think starting with the people is a good idea?
Roll another persuasion check with a plus 15 this time.
That's over 100.
Good, because I rolled an 80, so...
Wow.
That is 107.
Wow.
You can tell real quickly that she's actually felt similarly. It's just that she's been holding on to her duty. And hearing someone else outside of this group say it kind of like broke through, and she's like, no, you're right. It didn't start off this way.
No.
At this point, you finally start to get some actual information. So basically, she explains that this started by just doing some research on some on an area that they had been investigating. They had believed that there was something going on in this area, and so they started investigating it. And during said investigation, they started to find research notes and different items and all sorts of other stuff. And at some point while they were researching this, some of what the research had been for started being used. They don't know if it was someone from their faction, they don't know if it was someone else, but the process had already started. And the field agent that was sent to investigate this area said, well, we might as well use it while it's going on and learn what we can for the war. And it just kind of got more intense as time went on. Not the incident, but their involvement in the incident. She makes a note that Avarian was starting to vocalize against what they were doing, but he was outvoted and outnumbered, and so he's been going along with it, but she gets the idea that he doesn't want this to happen.
Then he's not in control anymore. That's what you're saying.
Avarian was never in control, but he was essentially the second in command, but he's been since pushed down from that position by the head researcher.
How many of you are there? I'm not gonna kill you now. I can promise you that.
She says, if I tell you, will you only take out the leader and anyone who backs him up? And will you let the rest of us leave?
That's agreeable.
I can agree to that.
I have a question philosophically. What is your long-term goal?
Okay, before I get to your question, Troxel, I have to answer Grimshaw's, because that question is going to be a lengthy one. And she looks at Grimshaw and she says, if we're going to make an agreement, can I shake on it?
Be
Cut her
careful.
loose.
Be careful.
She's completely surrounded by a guy who broke her ribs.
make certain that her nails aren't poisoned or anything like that.
No, she's long past that.
Okay.
Cut her loose.
All right, she gets cut loose. She shakes your hand. After you've shaken hands, she starts giving you information. There's the team operative. She explains that he's a magic caster. And then there are, let's see, two fighters in their organization. One being a female hill dwarf, another one being a male Nolan, the one you guys encountered. There's a Varian who is he's primarily an illusionist, but he's also a decent fighter. He in other words, he started out as a soldier in the army and then left. And then there's another human magic caster, and then there's herself. She is the lead thief in their group. And then there's the male half-orc thief and the female halfling thief.
So there's two thieves now.
Oh, that's not all. They also hired some mercenaries.
Mercenaries can be bought.
Yes, they can. The mercenaries consist of, let's see, 3 fighters, one of which is a female human, one is a male Dracon, and one is a Nephilim, female Nephilim. And then they also have an assassin on their side as well. And he is a male. He's a what do you call it? He is a wood elf.
Large fighting force you got for such a small town.
She's like, she's like, just remember, this wasn't for the village. This place was never a strategical point for us. We were just doing some research, but the leader hired on some more hands, and just to make sure everything was running smoothly, especially since he's getting a bit more involved with the town now. So,
what's the incense for, by the way? If you don't mind me asking about the research.
Well, before that, there's Troxel's question, who asked after you asked yours. So, what was your question again, Troxel?
No, I'll let him finish up, and then I'm going to ask the philosophical question.
Okay.
What's your point? Because this is a lawful organization. How do you want it to improve?
Okay, so Grimshaw, your question. She says she has no idea what the incense is for. Her best guess is that it causes them to lose sleep. She wants to say that there might be something involved in the incense that affects people uniquely, and she thinks that's kind of like phase 1 of whatever the research is about, but she has no idea what the end goal is.
That's no one ever likes a phase 1, phase 2.
Did you have any other questions?
Just one. If you're not okay with what's going on in the Knights of Reckoning, and you honestly want change, would you think of defecting to my side? If you want to change this country for the better, and the Knights of Reckoning aren't pulling their punches the way you thought they would, I would love to change this country for the better.
She shakes her head and goes, "Oh, no. The Knights of Reckoning I'm always going to be siding with. But this particular person who's leading this research group, he's a bit of a nut. It's him that I'm not agreeing with. But I agree with our leaders." And then to Troxel, she'll look over you and say, "Every organization's going to have a few bad apples. You can't keep everyone in line. There's always going to be someone who steps out of line."
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, why do you exist at all? We live in a lawful area. I mean, I feel as a magic user, I feel constrained. I'm not allowed to cast fireballs.
And she walks right up to you, right up to your face, and she looks you dead in the eye, and she's like seething with rage. She goes, "Don't you dare lecture me up on your high horse. You've lived a life of luxury. You have no idea what it's like for everyone else."
So how do you want to change society?
We start by cutting off the head of the snake.
Okay. Let's assume that's correct. You get rid of all your nobles. Now what?
She's like, no, we're not trying to get rid of the nobles.
What are you trying to get rid of?
Okay, so first things first, she tells you there's a couple of nobles that they plan to get rid of, but the head of the snake is the tyrant king. And once they kill the king, they can put someone in position to fix the country.
And how long before that person himself becomes corrupt with power?
She looks over you and says, at least we're trying to do something. She points over. She points over at she points over at Troxel and she says, they just sit on all their riches, suffocating the people who can never do anything to help themselves. This is not a just country.
I never said it was.
Sit on all their riches.
Justice for the rich.
Okay.
Pain for the poor. I've seen it. I'm not exactly about getting justice, though. I'm just about business.
She starts walking over to you and she says, I've seen your businessmen be drawn out from their homes, lashed in public, and then executed. I have seen people drawn and quartered in the highway of the capital.
And you think deposing a king is the best way to do it? No. Tyrant king or not, he's got to have fun. Tyrant king or not, he's got to have loyal followers. You want to take him out? You got to have better funding, more information. Control those two things, and you can control anything.
I'm sorry, what's the house of the king? The Gastrom house or the...
Gilramore.
The Guildmore?
Gilramore. That's the Gilramore is the capital. Let me...
Gilramore house, okay.
Well, let me pull up the...
Right, okay. I'll write that down. Gilramore.
Also, the king is kind of like his own faction. Like, there's the royal faction, and there's the nobility families. But anyways,
King.
She kind of like backs up a little bit, taking a breather, and she's just like, I'm one of the lower ranking individuals. I barely know anything of the plan. The higher ups know more about the plan than I do. But I believe in the cause, because it's all the hope that I have.
Are they other nobles
No,
that are leading this?
there's no other nobles leading this by the sound of it. This is a faction against the nobles. This is a low-born faction trying to wrest control from the nobles.
She chuckles. She chuckles out, and she's like, "No, not all of us." She tells you that they do have funding, not as much as the nobility maybe, but they do have a lot of funding. And she also tells you that many of the knights that lead their faction were once knights of the noble faction.
Once. Since deposed, but once. Frankly, honestly, this faction ain't sounding too bad, but I want to meet this king that people keep telling me is so tyrannical. Get away from him myself.
She tells you. She tells you.
As a noble, I will tell you that you don't want to meet the king for the most part.
And she tells you you wouldn't even get to the the secretary basically.
A king that hides behind his castle walls. How fitting. You'd never hear a dwarf doing that. Anyway, I'm not gonna ally with your faction. I'm going to tell you
so...
Whoa, Troxel, wait. Grimshaw, go ahead.
So we're sending her
What?
off.
Troxel, wait a second. Grimshaw, go ahead.
I won't say I'll ally with you guys, but I will say that as long as we fight for a common cause, I may be able to give help. But only if you're my contact. And as long as the stupidity is kept to a minimum. I can't have this overt BS that happened on What's-His-Face Island. They blew up a whole wharf for God knows what reason.
At that, you kind of heard, it's like, hold on, let me roll intelligence for her, actually. Okay, no, she actually doesn't know anything about that.
They blew up a whole wharf there. Now I'm coming in and they're causing people to sleep, causing people to lose.
My wife's here for a second. You can continue on. I'm gonna go mute.
All right.
Now you're causing the common folk to
Let's go down.
have nightmares and all this other stuff.
She once again reiterates, most of the faction is not like this. It is specifically this leader, this research individual.
But then you, again,
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not seeing the good side of this faction. I'm not seeing the heart of the faction. I'm seeing the outlines. Show me
What you need
someone who isn't.
to ask. Yeah, I know. Yes, what your dinner plans were.
Give me a good reason to believe that there are good
Let's get up here. The guy was a big D.
Roll a persuasion check. Also, Chuck, so we can hear you.
Did you watch a movie?
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
73.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely rather than red.
She tells you that if you help her solve this situation, she will contact her superiors, and she
Unless
will
you
do.
come back up here and tell me that.
And she will do
tried
it.
red
Okay.
Get in, and yeah, at 8:30ish or so, and we'll go directly to the 9 o'clock.
Like you
Wanted to scan.
have that power.
I forgot about that. Hold on a second.
After running back up.
There we go. So, she tells you that if you help her solve the situation and it does get solved, she will contact her superiors and try to get you a meeting.
That is agreeable. We'll try and get this solved.
What is her name?
Ava.
Huh?
Her name is Ava.
Ava, okay.
What you laughing about, man?
What am I laughing about?
Yes. What are you specifically laughing about?
Why? Is my laughter somehow dangerous?
It could be.
Oh, hold on a second. I think Tom, are you done?
Okay, got it.
Tom, are you done? Oh, he's still talking to her. It's hard to
I
tell.
think he deafened us, so he can't hear us, but we can hear him.
I figured that bit out. Yeah. He says he's back.
Welcome back.
Okay,
Thank you.
Tom, we could still hear you.
The whole time.
Oh,
You have to click the little
Got
white
it.
button.
I clicked my sound so that I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I just stabbed myself in the finger.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice. We have a couple more people watching.
Do
Hi,
we?
Malik. Hi, Malik.
We do. Yep.
Hi, Pandora. Welcome back.
We have people.
We have people watching.
We have people.
Okay, so we're sending this. What did you get the name of this necromancer?
Not a necromancer. She's a thief.
She's a
Oh.
thief
Oh.
in robes.
Oh, she's just a thief. She wasn't responsible for.
I never said robes. I said a cloak. She was wearing a cloak, a black cloak with black clothes under it.
Oh, okay, got it.
Droxel. Anyway, you can heal the rest of her ribs. Glad I didn't have. I'm
Sure.
kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah,
have to push.
I can. How many points is she down? I'll give her 12 more points to heal.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm just really glad I didn't have to push a ribbon to her lungs.
Okay, so let's head to Ton then.
Well, really quick. Okay, really quick. A couple of things before you jump to that.
Crucial actually said that out loud, by the way.
So, couple things. First one, she adds a couple of more details on. She says, if she says she's going to, if you let her go, she's gonna go find her. She's gonna go find what's his name. She's gonna go find Avarian, sorry, and try to let him know that there's other people on his side now. B, you see Lorsan walking back, having walked away while you guys were talking. You'd notice that the half-orc is seemingly missing. And... Yep. And then, yeah, after that, if you guys are done talking with her, then she's going to go ahead and head out.
Okay.
By all means.
She does warn you to please try and not to, try not to do anything until they get back to you, because you know, they're more stronger than you realize, and they'll be more prepared for you now that they know what you're capable of.
We'll be waiting right here for you.
She's like, actually, you might want to wait in town.
Town makes me not very sleepy.
She's like, don't worry, we'll take care of that.
Thank you.
She explains to you the only reason people are losing sleep is because they're placing the incense in people's homes and rooms and all kind of stuff in the middle of the night.
Interesting.
And she's like, that's She's like, that's why the clerics weren't able to do anything and the magicians weren't able to figure shit out. Like, it's just alchemical incense, basically.
Interesting. Well, now that we know that, we at least solved the problem of the nightmares for people.
Mm-hmm.
Now they'll be more forthright with information with us.
She's like,
Yeah.
I would also advise not telling any of the townsfolk this information, because if it starts leaking, they'll realize that there's a blabbermouth and that we're still alive, and that'll cause problems.
Our lips are sealed.
Good.
Okay, then one final point. The person that was invisible, who's that now? That knocked me out?
Oh, she tells you straight up that, like, that was a Varian. He's a resident illusionist.
Okay.
And we're allowing him to escape also, is that correct?
He's the guy you're going to talk to, right?
Yep.
Fantastic. I like him already.
Okay. So then let's go back then and do the mansion. That's what we're planning to do.
She kind of pauses and goes, "You're going to the mansion?
That was our next step.
Are you suicidal?"
Kind of.
Kind of.
Is
Yeah.
your group- let me ask this: is your group at the mansion?
She's like, "No, we're nowhere near the mansion."
Okay, and then why do you believe that we're suicidal?
Because there's a ghost in there.
You're scared of ghosts?
She looks Lorsan dead in the eye like he's a freaking idiot.
Grimshaw eats ghosts for breakfast. Is that right, Grimshaw?
She looks over at Troxel and goes, "Keep talking, Noble. Keep talking."
For one, I ain't got anything to hit a ghost. And it's real hard to eat a ghost with a soup spoon.
Grimshaw pulls out a fork.
She's just like, "Look, if you guys are going to the mansion, I'm starting to reconsider this whole deal of ours, because that's the most stupid suicidal thing I've ever heard in my entire life."
We'll wait in
You're
town.
sure there's a ghost there?
I have heard of two of our operatives dying there, and the only one who survived came back 50 years older than he was originally.
Yeah, no, I'm
Well,
not.
that's not good. The aging thing is not good.
That's not a typical ghost.
No, actually, that's a typical ghost, she tells you.
I guess we'll have to reach.
There's various types of spirits in the world. Ghost is one. There's various types of spirits in the world. Ghost is one. There's also specters, wraiths, all sorts of other creatures, and not a single undead spirit is a good thing to be around.
Well, we can always ask the
Great.
cleric how they take care of ghosts.
Well, why were you around zombies then? That's still not dead spirit, technically.
No, it's just like, no, spirits are one thing. Animated dead, which is nothing but a corpse that has been programmed with magic, is a completely other thing.
Still.
It has no sentience or conscious. It's basically your maul, just with commands added to it.
My maul has commands. It usually goes hit.
She's like, no, she's like, yes, except that's what you do. The maul doesn't do shit except for move in whatever direction you swing it.
Still a command.
And then Lyrian just kind of like speaks up and goes, I go to the mansion all the time and I'm never hurt. I don't think I've even seen anything. The woman just kind of looks down at Lyrian going like, excuse me?
Okay.
Kind of shrugs
This
her
is
spine.
this is the elf child. We still don't know what's up with her.
Yeah, let's tend to
Let's tend to the problem at hand. Let us
okay.
Let us solve the problem of the mind, because that's going to help the larger amount of people. The ghost can wait till
That's fine with me. I would like to sleep and rememorize spells if possible before heading to do anything.
I would like to sleep and rememorize my cast iron spell.
All right,
We can
I'm heading
also
out.
Talk to the cleric. See if they have any advice or any materials they can give us to ward off ghosts.
Ava's about to head off when she kind of pauses, looks at you guys, and goes, "Can I have my stuff back?"
We'll give you your short sword back.
We'll give you your short
dagger.
sword, your dagger.
Give me all my stuff back. You can keep the incense.
You can have the 20. You had 20 copper pieces. Is that
Just give her
correct?
just give her the money back. Give her the money. Give her the stuff back, because again, this is going to be more lucrative for us in the long run. Anyway.
Okay, so it's 1 gold piece and 20.
It was 1 gold piece, 2 silver, and 20 copper.
25 copper.
25 copper.
You sure?
Okay, I'm pulling it up. I'm
almost positive it was that.
I have 43 copper written down.
You're letting the person with ADHD and probably the worst memory out of the 3 of us dictate how much of what we had.
Come on, where I write it?
I cannot say my cat's name on air. This visibly hurts me because I want to call him over here. Because he is just being gargoyle in the corner right now.
Aww.
There it is. So she had a short sword, 3 daggers, case of strange incense, 23 copper, 5 silver, and 1 gold.
Okay. I thought it was 23 copper.
For the sake of saving face, Ava, take the incense with you.
She's like, all right, sounds good.
Tell her you escaped. Tell him you escaped.
She's like, oh no, I intended to stay hidden and pretend that you killed me. And if they ever catch me, this will be my incentive.
Exactly. Fair enough.
Well, that she leaves.
I guess if we're gonna sleep at night, now I'm gonna cast detect invisibility and take a scan around and see if I can see the person that was invisible.
He was the guy she's going to talk to.
Oh, Troxel, the timing. The timing here. I was just about to say, Lorsan, you kind of feel something and turn around and see something. I'm not going to describe it, but Troxel, when you start casting detective visibility, you detect something invisible in front of Lorsan. And
Well,
from
I see
what
I see what's invisible. I don't just.
No, you don't. You don't see what's invisible. You just detect what's. Let me pull up the spell again.
Okay.
Do I want to know what it is?
I will basically say, Lorsan, there's something invisible in front of you.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna look up this. You got me. You got me second guessing myself now. So I gotta
Second question.
second guessing.
Good timing.
What tier is it? What tier is the spell?
It's second level.
Thank you. Here we go. Oh no. Okay, so roll me a wisdom check.
A wisdom check.
Troxel.
Oh, a natural 1.
Oh no!
I don't know whether that's good or bad.
Troxel, you see whatever's invisible, and it horrifies you to such an extent where everyone sees him, his eyes widen, scream, and passes out.
Scream, pass out. Okay.
And when you wake up, you won't remember what you saw. Lorsan, you're looking at this thing, and I'm not gonna say it on stream, but it communicates with you, and then after a minute, it vanishes, and you feel something in your pouch.
Oh, so it wasn't my guy then.
No, it definitely wasn't your guy. if you okay, so let me make this clear. If you detect something that's invisible, or using true sight, or anything like that, and I ask you to make a wisdom check, that is not a mortal being.
Right, okay.
Oh. Alright.
So, fun fact. Now Grimshaw just assumes that he is deathly terrified of it.
Well, you have to remember that he said he was going to detect invisibility, and he pointed and looked in the direction where Lorsan is looking, and that's when he reacted.
That is fine. You also have to remember something.
Okay.
Grimshaw doesn't know what magic sounds like. He doesn't know what the spell he was casting was.
Gotcha.
He could have been casting create wine from water for all Grimshaw knows. Which, by the way, if that is a spell, Grimshaw is going to make him memorize that now.
I think it is a spell.
It's not a magic user spell, but it is a spell that exists in the world.
Well,
No, create wine from water. It's a cleric spell.
Yeah, actually, you can transform water to other liquids, yeah.
Fantastic. Alright. I digress. Grimshaw literally watched him turn towards Lorsan, eyes go wide, scream, and pass out. And the only thing Grimshaw is going to say after all that happens is he's going to look at Lorsan for a second and go, "Damn, I thought you were ugly. You were terrifying. Your ugly scared him right to death."
Man, could have used that on our enemies a couple minutes ago.
Tell me about it. We definitely need that one. Wine to water, or water to wine spell.
Yes.
We need Southern Jeans. We don't need water to wine. We need water to cold Coors Light. Alright, so we're gonna go back to town. I guess, are we gonna wake him up? Or are we just gonna let him sleep the whole way there? I really don't feel like carrying.
Again,
I'll wake him up.
it's not even that. Like, this isn't going to be something you can just slap him awake from. He passed out from sheer terror, so it's going to take him a bit.
Alright. Well, guess someone's gotta carry him. Not it.
I guess I'll carry him. Just throw him over my shoulder.
Well, while you do that, so while you guys walk, Lyrian just kind of like walks over and, you know, matches the pace of Lorsan and looks up to him kind of asking like, "So, what was it?"
Was what?
She kind of gives you like a "don't look at me like I'm an idiot" kind of look.
Grimshaw may not know what happened.
Yeah, Grimshaw may not know what happened, but I'm a spellcaster. I know shit. So yeah, she's go ahead.
I mean, I can summon an invisible butler to serve me, so maybe he saw that.
She's like, no, that's not something that would terrify people.
Have you seen one before?
She's like, yes. It's just a massive energy.
So it's just a blob?
Essentially, yeah.
Hmm.
It's energy shape in the shape of a humanoid.
Huh.
That's
Oh,
all
no,
it
I
is. At least that's the magic user equivalent. But yeah, so she's still walking beside you, not at all convinced, and she's like, "What was it?"
It was
Why
actually
should I
3
tell you?
kobolds in a trench coat.
They had to cast invisibility on each one of them, and then the trick, and then the coat.
You forgot the fantastic hat and mustache.
No, that was part of the coat.
No, it's not part of the coat. The hat and the mustache are not part of the coat. They're in things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that cost them 6 gold pieces to do that. But seriously, she is waiting. She's like patiently waiting for a response from you.
Oh, right, you're new to the group. I serve a devil.
Roll a persuasion check.
That's a D100.
Yep.
I had a lot of really good persuasion rolls.
29.
29. That's
I
not.
saw all the persuasion success.
That's not beating a 95.
A 95.
Yeah.
Is that really a 5 though?
So she's just like, all right, if you don't want to tell me. She just keeps walking.
Motion just keeps walking.
Soon you reach the town. The guards immediately cause you to halt, going like, okay, so mind explaining the blood all over you? Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you?
Some people attacked us.
Look, a couple bandits
We had
hit
to
us on
defend
the road.
ourselves.
Look, a couple bandits hit us on the road. We hit back harder.
Roll persuasion, the both of you.
Am I
wrong.
still unconscious?
You are still unconscious. You're gonna sleep this off,
Okay,
buddy.
then they can use me as an excuse.
I got a 4.
41.
My die-
You know what's funny, Lorsan? You
What?
beat him by 1 point.
Oh my gosh.
They rolled a 3.
Wow. Okay.
This is how I'm gonna pull it off. So basically, they see the look in Grimshaw's eye, and in their minds they're like, "Okay, we believe them, but even if we didn't believe them, we're not crossing with these people." Like, no.
No.
Like Grimshaw, you have to remember, they're also sleep deprived.
Yeah, Grimshaw is.
If they can't deter you, and you're showing no signs of we're not intimidated at all, they're like, okay, this is above our pay grade. We're too tired for this shit. Go on in. As long as you don't start murdering people, they're fine.
We have no interest in murdering people here.
Here.
You guys go in and get. I'm assuming you're going back to the inn.
Yeah.
All right, you go back to the inn. Innkeeper's passed out on the counter. Like you literally could. It's up to you whether to leave coins, or leave no payment and hope they just don't notice you in the morning.
No. We'll leave our coins.
First off, you're asleep.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
First off, you're asleep. Second off, is there any alcohol behind the counter?
It's an inn, not a tavern.
so that's a no.
That's a no.
That's a no.
To the tavern.
Okay, again, think of inns as your resident hotel / motel, and then taverns are your resident bar / restaurant.
All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna leave a silver piece for a room. Grab a key. Figure out what room number it is. Take Troxel. Drop Troxel off. Then you and me are gonna go to the bar.
Sounds good.
I think we've earned ourselves a few drinks.
So you go to the one tavern that's still open, and she's basically been cleared out of all her mead.
Meat?
Mead, beer, all like her alcohol. It's all gone.
No!
She tells you, first things first. She tells you like, "Oh, you sweet dears, I'm sorry. There's nothing left. They took the rest of it.
Who took the rest of
Who's
it?
they?
The entire town."
What, was there a celebration?
No, it's depression.
I
But
don't even drink as much when I'm depressed.
she's like, "I am a single tavern, dear, trying to feed an entire town."
I'm not blaming you. I'm not.
She tells you that she is currently trying to make another batch, but it's taking a bit of time. So you have to hang in there.
I mean, it's gonna take. If you ran out now, you probably should have had that started making about a week ago.
She's like, "I've been making it. I haven't stopped making stuff." They make it faster than they drink it faster than I can make it. I don't know what to tell you.
Have you tried asking the people to help you upscale?
She's like, "Are you kidding? They're so exhausted and tired that they make more trouble than they do help."
Not to mention the fact that you probably don't have the stills or anything to upscale.
Yeah.
We can work on that.
She's like, "I appreciate that."
So, there's no alcohol in the town. This is a dry town now.
Hold on a
You
second.
just see Grimshaw's eyes just kind of like lose light for a second.
Can I at least smoke in here?
Yeah, she's fine with you smoking in there.
Grimshaw reaches into his jacket pocket, pulls out what is probably now a little bit mangled cigar box because it's literally been in his jacket pocket the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out a cigar, light it, and just start sobbing over the lost alcohol. Just lightly sobbing. I was so thirsty.
How'd you like to buy some? You hear from the corner of the tavern where there appears to be a minstrel.
He leans back. Literally, he doesn't turn around on the bar stool.
Okay.
He's going to lock his feet under the chair and flip his head backwards to look at him upside down. Because at this point,
Roll a dex check.
He's going Grimshaw's going insane.
Roll a dex check.
He falls, it's even better. Oh, that's a natural one. He does not fall.
Nice.
He just whoosh. Alcohol?
You see the man pull out a single bottle of mead. It's not the best stuff, but it's something, right?
You know, good bottle's always good to share between friends.
He just kind of shrugs and goes, "It's all yours if you can give me something of worth."
What are you looking for?
Well, a little birdie told me that you guys started going on a little trip out of the town before heading back. I'm curious as to where you went.
Oh. I found this nice little swimming hole the day back when we were walking to here, and I really wanted to go fishing. So we went out, went fishing, got jumped by bandits, sent those bandits packing. Caught a fish about yay big, had to throw it back because it wasn't any good. That's what we did.
He smiles, and you can tell he does not believe a single word of that story as he slowly starts to put the mead back in the thing, going, "Oh, that's a shame. I was kind of hoping for something a little bit more exciting."
Too bad. What, you want the story? You want the story of how I golf swinged a bandit into the water? I'm like, I don't know what exactly you're looking for here. Like, that's what happened. I can't tell. Like, that's it. That's all there was. We went swimming, went fishing, slapped some bandits around, something good. Didn't even get anything out of it. They had like nothing.
See, Eldrake kind of eyes Grimshaw to kind of like gauge whether or not he's holding it well together or if he's on the verge of giving in based on how desperate he is for alcohol right now.
1 second.
Oh, this is gonna be great. What is he getting right now?
Stone-faced. He is absolutely stone-faced right now. Like the story he's telling, for all intents and purposes, if they had no reason not to believe it, or not to disbelieve it, they'd believe it 100%.
Alright.
I had to roll just to see disposition, I'm sorry. and it's honestly funny for me just to run off camera to roll.
It really was hilarious. Alright, well, he loses interest. He seems a little bit bored with that. Kind of like disappointed, going like, "Oh, let's hoping for something more action."
Yeah, well, what do you expect? You asked for the story of where I went, and I told you the story of where I went.
He's like, "Yeah, except I've never seen you with fishing gear at all. I've been seeing you guys all armored up, geared up with weapons and all kind of stuff."
We've
So,
only
man,
been here a day.
He's like, "No, this is your second time to this tavern."
This is true, but again, we've only been here for like 2 days.
He's like, "Yes, and in all that time, you've been geared up for action. I've never seen any of you wearing casual stuff."
Well, sometimes we want a break from the action.
And you travel in gear when you leave town because bandits.
That's a good point. In that case,
What did you want from me?
when are you heading out to go fishing again?
Probably not for a while. We got business in a far-flung part of the city, in this country. Why can't I think today? It's that dry mouth we got.
Where are you headed?
Probably out west. Meet a couple friends out there.
Okay.
Why do you want to know?
He just kind of gives you a look going like, "You're the most interesting thing that has happened in the past 3 weeks."
So you want to know everything about me. What's your angle, buddy?
It's like, he kind of like gestures to his instrument going like, I write stories, I play songs, and I have basically overplayed everything by this point. I need new material. Even if it's made up, I need something for inspiration. And I like to base my songs on some real life action.
Oh? Maybe we'll have more for you in the next town over, but today was just a fishing trip.
Alright.
But hey, you look like a traveling minstrel, right?
I try to get around when I can. Been stuck here for a good long while, though.
Any good stories you come across besides the song and dance that you tell it over and over again?
He smiles and goes, "See me next time. I might have a story for you."
Good man. I could see a budding relationship with this guy.
he stands up and goes over to shake your hand, introducing himself as, where's his name? Jacob Elton.
Jacob Elton. John Elton. Gotcha.
You should force Grimshaw to keep track of all his potential NPCs.
I am. The problem is I'm also not keeping track of their names.
No.
You are forcing me to keep track of it. I am keeping track of it. I remember Seal. I remember the elf girl, whatever her name is, Larian. I'm keeping track of Ava. I'm keeping track of Buddy. The problem is I don't really use people's names for that very reason.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that Troxel's awake now.
He is in the
In
inn.
the end, I'm going to sleep, and then in the morning we'll see what happens.
Number one, it's already morning. You guys, you forget that you guys were searching the places during the night, so. And second, even if you like, you have to remember that when you're passed out, you're kind of already sleeping. So.
Yeah, you slept a while already.
I'm good.
And remember, you don't remember whatever you saw. All you know is that whatever it was
I know.
terrified the hell out of you.
The only question I need to ask is, are we going to the mansion or not? If we're going to the mansion, I'm going to memorize.
I think you guys already decided that you were going to wait until the whole matter was fixed before going to the mansion.
In that case, I am memorizing 2 magic missiles and a detect magic.
Don't worry about that for now because we are going to be hopping off in a bit. We're kind of like in the we're kind of.
I have to hop. Actually, I have to hop off in 2 minutes because I have to down to see my wife and go to dinner.
All right.
Before they close off.
Enjoy your dinner.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So we're good.
Yeah, I think this is a good place to start.
I'll see you on the 28th. And if you're going to do experience points, I'd like to. You can not email them. Just put it in the
Discord.
Whatchamacallit.
The Discord.
Yeah, and this is the best part. I have all the XP written out, so I can tell you exactly how much you get. So you won't be here when I say it, obviously, but yeah, I will. Okay. I will definitely do
That's
that.
fine. So everybody have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and that, and I'll see you on the 28th.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Troxel.
Good night, and thank Christian.
My pleasure.
Bye.
Oh, one last thing before we officially close the session. Grimshaw. Yeah. After you're done talking to this minstrel, he kind of like walks away, and leaves the tavern. You kind of like are a little bit satisfied, and then you hear something as you turn to see Lorsan drinking what looks like honeyed wine.
Do you want some?
I don't know if I should trust anything from your hand after what you did to the human.
That's where we'll end it.
Yeah, the better part of me says no.
But the craving of alcohol.
Ooze.
I love it. Alright, let me get to this real quick. Alright, so yeah, first session in a while.
A lot happened.
A lot happened. And you guys, your luck has skyrocketed in this session.
That was a lot of, 90s I rolled. That never happens. I am really surprised. I'm just like, oh. We might have an ally in the terrorist faction. That I am honestly sympathizing with because of reasons. does is beat pooping, figure out just how much bullshit we get. I can honestly not believe we got that far with it. We got like nowhere too. Like that's the funny thing.
Yeah, we got so far and yet nowhere.
A lot happened, but we walked all of 10 feet, it feels like. We had one really good combat encounter. Grimshaw nearly died again. Listen, if Grimshaw's the only one that gets hit every single session, I am okay with this. I just think it'll be funny by the time we get up to, like...
That will actually change soon.
Yeah, because again, it's gonna get... We're gonna get higher and higher level. Things are gonna hit.
No. I mean, regarding the players that are going to be joining, one of them will be changing that factor, actually. So
I know which one.
Keep that in mind. Anyways, your XP! You guys get 3,373 experience points.
Good lord!
Can you repeat that right down?
3,373.
73. That's a lot of threes there.
3373.
The female thief that you guys took out, she was a level 7 thief.
She was a level 7 bone sponge at that point.
Well, to be fair, she wasn't in the best position to do her job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say she's 3 or 2 levels higher than us. How were we able to?
She was 3 levels higher than us, but Grimshaw's a min-maxing son of a bitch.
So to give you an idea of why they knew you were coming, you had left the elevator down at your level, so as soon as they came out, they knew someone had come down, and they hadn't left yet. So the person who left chose to climb up the side, chose to scale the wall instead of using the elevator, so that they could try and catch you guys by surprise if you managed to find them, or if they found you out there. Or otherwise, if you didn't find anything, for you to go and not think that you found anything. Meanwhile, the guys inside were prepared just in case you did discover them, and they could get the jump on you. That's what happened.
That's fair.
I like enemies not being Skyrim guards. I like them having cognition, being able to figure things out, and preparing for that.
I mean, that was really well thought out of them. They just were not ready.
Yeah, they were ready for Grimshaw.
I think that's what makes these stories so funny at this point, is because it's like, oh, we'll outnumber them. Listen, you are not outnumbering Grimshaw. You were just putting him in a target-rich environment, in which case he excels very well. And Grimshaw has mastered the hammer.
I'm also very happy that Lyrian got to have her moment.
The Lyrian thing was really cool. I just wish we could have utilized it.
Yeah.
Because that would have...
But here's the thing, regardless of what would have happened, she would have been able to help you find them. And that's the kind of safeguards you guys need.
We have a crack team of NPCs now. Or a team of NPCs on crack, I'm not really sure which is.
No, your character's the one on crack, they're not.
I'm also the one getting a lot of things done, though. Dude, Grimshaw's got his hand in so many pies, nobody's sure whose side he's on, and I love it. Can you really blame him?
No, I can't. It's a great strategy. Until it comes to the point where he has to choose a side. Because that moment will come.
Oh, that moment will come. But he's gonna utilize even that to his advantage. Because he's already seeing good in the Knights of Reckoning. That's the problem. He's seeing a good person from it finally.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like, well, I want to see the nobility now. I want to see just fighting.
Mm-hmm. He wants to see all sides of this before making a decision.
Yes.
Which is a very wise decision. So.
Which is hilarious because this is Grimshaw we're talking about, and the only thing he really cares about is money.
Well, money, yes, but at the same time, it's like, okay, but if I'm going to be making money, I need to make a wise decision as to who I'm getting that money from.
No. The wise decision comes in if the nobility is wrong and the nobility is deposed, there goes all my money.
That too.
He is full well believing that everything at this point is going to come down to when he controls the trade. Yeah. Also, I love the fact that he didn't say Grimshaw is didn't say he's a noble here. He's just like, yeah, no, I support you. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is Grimshaw doesn't scream that he's a noble like Troxel does. Grimshaw mostly wears armor and that kind of thing, and anyone who's not very knowledgeable in dwarven culture will not be able to recognize right off the bat that he is a noble.
And even then, he doesn't wear it. He doesn't wear his
exactly.
gear.
Yes.
He's got his like major noble pieces just like hidden away in his boots. So when he's within presence of dwarves, he can just kind of like slip it on real quick. That's all he's doing. He's like,
and that's a smart thing, especially when you're traveling on your own. But yeah, so it's a lot. This is a lot of fun. And I'm enjoying it, and I'm excited for our new players to join in.
Yep.
I messaged one of the closest one to joining us, and he said that he's still working on his character, so I'm probably gonna give him a call and try to help him flesh it out a little bit more. But I'm excited to see his character join in the group.
Is it okay if we know what he's playing?
I'll let you guys know, but for the people watching from the stream, I want it to be a surprise for you.
Because I think I know what the other one's playing.
Yeah, I know you and the other one have been talking, so.
Yeah, she's a good friend.
She is I'm so grateful that I'll go ahead and say this for the audience at home. We started the group out with 2 other people, but they got into a very bad situation financially and with life and all sorts of other stuff. So they had to take a break for us for a very long time. One of those players is in a position where they can join us again, and thus we're trying to help get them prepared for that. But they can't join us immediately because they still need to make enough money to get a better laptop. Their current one is not really working at all properly, so. But yeah.
Oh man, I just realized something.
What?
None of my episode predictions came true.
What were your episode predictions?
Grimshaw reveals that he's actually 3 kobolds in a trench coat. Lorsand learns to juggle, and Troxel gives up magic and starts trying to out-bench press Grimshaw.
Yeah, how much did you bet on it again? 20?
I didn't.
We're gonna have to make another bet. We're gonna have to make a bet soon.
No, every episode from this point on, I'm gonna put 3 outlandishly wild things in there, and one of the time, one of them's gonna come true, and it's just gonna be like.
And anytime none of them go through, you lose a coin.
No, that's not how this works.
I'm the DM. No, just kidding.
That would be dangerous. I'd lose a lot of money. Grimshaw's not about tossing a coin to no witcher right now.
You want to make a wild bet as to where the campaign's gonna go?
No.
Not bet, but like The prediction, there we go. Wild prediction as to where the campaign's gonna go.
I can't.
Okay.
We're only in one continent. We've only touched one continent. We're on a very small part of this world right now.
I will say the initial part of this campaign is going to, the bulk of it will be in Alverdan. So just hold on tight, basically.
I figure this whole camp, like, I mean, this whole, like, starting point of this campaign is fantastic. Because
Thank you
Alverdan's
so much.
so far, Alverdan's a great area with a lot of diversity to it and internal strife, which I'm going to exploit heavily. You already see it happening.
Yeah, I already see it. And keep in mind, it is a 36.4 mile long kingdom. So, like, in medieval terms, this is a very big kingdom.
This is a very big
36
kingdom.
miles?
Full stop, yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's
very big.
it. Yeah, in that day and age, that is not big. I drive farther than that for work every day. But again, back then you had horse and carriage. Your max speed was, I think, like 28 miles per hour. Still fast, but you can't hold that forever.
Well, because, like, what I did was I tried to scale the entire world off of Earth, which is 130 miles per... Oh, wait, no, that's my bad. I read it wrong, my bad. It's 36.4 miles per square.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
There are 10 squares across, so...
So 360, roughly.
364. And then... I would have to look at the whole thing. It's probably around, like...
Yeah, just, it's straight up 364.
Yeah, it's 364 across. And then, like, probably, like, 4 or 5 down, so, like, 180 down.
Actually, it's more like 328. Now that I'm double checking the map.
It's still a lot bigger than 36.
Oh yeah, way bigger than 36.
So it's like it's a 10 by 8 square, right? That's freaking huge, my guy. That's a lot of square. That's a lot of square miles.
So the entire map is 10 lengthwise and let's see, 3, 6, 7 height wise, but cut off a square for length and height because the country itself only fits in that range. So essentially, it's going to be 9 and 6 squares.
It's still pretty big.
Yeah, it's big. It's big.
Yeah.
Alverdan is a big country.
And it's only a small part of the
Entire freaking world.
yeah, which eventually we're going to explore.
I'll be very excited for that day.
This is going to be a very long-winded campaign. Very long-winded. I am here for it. Oh my god, I can't wait to cause havoc.
All the chaos.
I swear to God, Grimtroll is going to do the same thing in every country until he is like known and feared as like this trade mogul that works for the people, because the people are who buy goods mostly.
Here, hold on a second. I'm going to show the audience a picture of the 2 maps we're talking about, because I forgot to show them. So, everyone at home, this is Alverdan. This is the country that they're in. As you can see, 36.4 miles per square. It is huge country. They are currently right here. In fact, let me show a zoom in of the region that they're in. They're in this area right here. Currently.
Okay, wait a minute. So let's put this into perspective. Alverdan is 364 miles across.
Correct.
It's smaller than Texas.
Okay.
Alverdan would probably be akin... I think it's like a north-south trip in Germany, I think. take the Autobahn. I'm not sure how big Germany actually is. It's either, I know it's big, but like it's like an actual country in Europe. Not like the United States where we're 50 countries in a trench coat trying with a military budget to fight gods.
Really quick, this is the world map that we're talking about. This here is Alverdan. This is what we mean by, hey, this is just a small part of the world.
Sneeze.
Bless you. So yeah, we have the world map, we have country map, and then we have region maps. Is essentially what I'm going for. And I only make the map when I have to, because if I tried to make every single map right out the gate, oh my lord, I would burn out so fast, so hard. So.
Yeah, we got a lot to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be... You see, the problem is I have no idea where this is going at this point. I know it's gonna either end up in a deposed king, or at least a lot of reform. Either way.
I'm excited for you to see where it heads.
I am too, but I'm a little bit worried about the zealotry in the Knights of Reckoning. But at the same time, I full well know that without that zealotry, you're not going to get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of it comes from the determination.
No more wounding people. That's bad for business.
All right, well, I think that's all the time we have for today. So, yeah, I'm gonna call it.
Don't forget to tip your bartenders.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much for watching our stream. You have no idea how much that means to me. Please tell your friends, tell anyone you know who might enjoy watching these. Spread the word. We'd love to build up a community around this. Thank you again for watching.
Seeing that there was actually someone who watched like the whole thing.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Lopach.
Cheers.
Through the ashes of oblivion, quick and unseen like the dragons of spring, for we owe no debts and bow to no king. Every war has its costing we've paid, won by the bond of the body we've made. War with the dawn that the battle starts now. As the demons listen, we strike them down, fighting back the rifts of blood. Sent from the sky like an angel in need, given news to strengthen and words to heed. Heaven's down and set alight, we're knocking on the gates of hell tonight. Broken swords and dragons' bones, scattered all the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the roll our heels down, shut the tales and legends talk, strengthened by the hymns of old.